it's still saying waiting for a long time ago on your
Going
channel.
live. It says you're live here.
Okay, this must just...
Right. Do we have a picture?
On my phone, it's not coming through. That's the only issue.
I see attempt 3. It's not coming through on my computer, but it says scheduled for 11:11 a.m. Hold on a second.
That's it's live. I think I'm seeing live, but it's no picture. Typically.
No picture. Oh man. It says it's been live for 20 seconds here.
I'm still not getting a picture though. It's saying it's live. Everything's going. Yeah, right. It's coming through. It's coming through. Right.
It's just a bit of delay.
How?
To be expected.
I think I'm seeing live. But it's okay, so this must be really fun for a few people that aren't us sort of watching this. But we are here. Shall I switch over? Shall we get started?
Yes.
Okay, right, and we are live.
We are live. I will tell Twitter that it fixed.
Okay, right, we're here.
Thanks, courtesy of Byron's internet connection.
Absolutely. There we go. Already had one of the major pitfalls of window capture. How are we all?
We are good. Should we attempt Kahoot or should we attempt Pictionary first?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Carnubis is here.
Hello.
Hello there.
We have got things working.
I haven't sent you. Wait, there's a. Okay, my brain's just malfunctioned.
Malfunctioned.
Female functioned. It's actually just stopped working. Wow. So first my internet stopped working, and then my brain stopped. No, my brain's just like, nope, not having it.
Okay.
Right. So if we attempt Pictionary, do you guys want to do? I've got some for
You scared me.
like key terms for Weimar and Nazi Germany, and then I've also got some for the American West. So, which do you fancy?
Oh,
American West, because I don't know a single thing about Weimar Germany.
Yep. Hopefully, I've removed anything that would be like too offensive to a draw. But if it comes up with something that you think like I can't draw that without it being offensive,
I'll just draw it anyway.
It's not
I
mine.
went to the back of the textbooks, right, and then it's like an index of different like key terms, and I was like, I'll just take all those, and those can be the things we draw. But things like concentration camps had to be removed because there's like no way that you can do that. That's not insensitive.
No. Wow. I'm glad you had the foresight to get rid of those.
Yeah.
So, how are we going to choose topics?
We have the classroom tools random name picker.
My favourite thing.
I will send you the list, and then you can input that into the abyss.
Sweet. I will have to work out. Do you want me to stream the class tools wheel or?
It depends. Either you can watch us suffer, or everyone can play together and try and guess.
Ooh. Everyone could play together. That could be fun.
Yes, I feel like that would be nice.
Plus, I'm not sure how many windows I can have open before the computer.
I'm not sure how much I read. I can remember from the American West, so this could be chaos.
Well, I didn't even do the American West. That was before my time.
This will be fun for you to draw. There are loads of names of people that I just don't remember.
To Google
them. You fools! This is all part of my master American plan.
There's the list.
Cool. I can see it. Okay.
You copy that list into the classroom tools random name picker. The very important.
Just a quick thing. You did just post that to me, and remember that the stream, because of the window capture. Your face just turned bright red with just all the names from the thing.
Oh, whoops.
Just be mindful. Because
when. See, this is all the stuff we'd planned, and it was, everything's. No, the wrong things aren't going to show up. But that was. If we hadn't had any technical difficulties, and we could have hosted from my computer.
So. I'm trying to think what we could do. Oh, Twitter DM me and a Mythology guy.
What? Twitter DM you? What?
Oh no, I think you're gonna the list of things.
The list. Right. I will send you the list via Twitter.
Cool.
And Mythology guy, you can have the list also. There we
Awesome.
go.
Can you?
I mean, it started in a Skype chat, but you know what? That works too.
Oh no, it's more just the Skype chat will pop up on screen because of window capture.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So. Okay, right.
Hello, Francis the first. Just got all these hellos.
Cool, right, I have got it. I'm just going to try opening up another window. I've got so many things running.
Hello there.
Oh. Right. Is this working? Who wants to draw first?
Ooh, that is a good question. I feel like you should draw first as you're the drawing expert.
Okay. I am going to select a random.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to get the shared sound effect?
Shared sound effect? How do you mean?
Actually. Okay, right. Right. It's been chosen. I will now share my screen, and hopefully you should be able to see when I work out how to do that.
God,
Twitter
is so slow.
Everything's slow. Right, can you see my screen?
Yes? Yes, I can see your screen.
Right. Let the guessing begin.
Cool.
I realise I can't see the chat with that, so if anyone gets it right in the chat, they won't be able to...
I've got the chat open.
Yeah, but you don't know what the right answer is.
That's true.
Ooh,
Railroad.
Wait, you were getting close.
Beef bonanza.
I
Tank.
feel like this is something that's only going to be got right in the chat.
Big boot with wheels.
Big boot with
it's
wheels.
definitely It's definitely something to do with trains, that's for sure.
Railroad expansion. The great something or the other.
Yeah. No. Let's see if anyone...
Railroads.
Is it? I think I know, but it's because I've just read it on the big list.
Go for it.
Is it the
The big
Pacific
list.
Railroad Act?
It is the Pacific Railroad Act. I feel like having the big list is maybe... I don't know if it's cheating or not, because like some of these things you're just never going to have heard of.
No.
Because you didn't do the American West GCSE.
Well,
I didn't do the American West GCSE, and I know about a lot of
you're
these
an
things.
American.
you are an American. You've got there.
You're an actual, real-life, living, breathing American.
Like,
Which means you must know everything about American history.
absolutely. I mean, to be fair, we wouldn't expect you to know like who Anthony Eden is.
What a legend.
Who?
Or Alec Douglas Hume or whoever.
Oh, Alex Douglas.
Good for Listy. She got the Pacific Railroad Act.
Hey, nice.
Oh,
You got it. Right, so
Oh my god.
I'm going to spin the wheel.
the trolley problem. Right, spin the wheel, and then I will stop sharing my screen, actually, so
I
that you
realise
can...
that literally everyone has just heard of the loudest click in the world and are about to hear the worst sound effect ever.
Yep. I love the sound effect. It's so awful.
It's so slow. Oh. Hang on. It's so loud. It's too loud. Right, okay, so I don't know what this is.
Oh.
This is a good sign. I don't know how I'm going to draw this.
Google it real fast, and then like
That's what I was thinking, but I feel like that'd be cheating. So
Oh yeah, because you're Well, Google it on your phone, then the stream can't see.
True. Right. We are going to bring up a cheeky paint window, and we're going to try and get this.
Let's see if we can see your paint window.
Can you guys see it?
I don't know if it's just the delay.
It'll be on the stream at least.
I think
now it's coming up, yeah.
Cool. Right.
Yeah, I just saw a stream paint window. I just wasn't sure if it was Jasmine's or not, but yeah, I see it.
No, this is mine.
I'm a sketchbook user.
This is Brian's cool painting. Right, let's see how I draw that.
Right, I'm intrigued. The fact that you don't know what it is not a good start. Someone's going, Windows XP!
Yes! Well, you want the best paint.
Oh, you're using that paint. Oh, okay.
Paint proper.
Yeah,
right, this is so
paint.
small.
Granddaddy paint.
Yes.
Brian. Oh.
In the year of our Lord, 2020, you are using
a square.
Windows XP. This is nuts.
I know. Well, I just want to clarify, this is not what I use every day. I just use it for paint and like to play Doom.
That's fair. Alright, let's see. Are you allowed to use words?
I just saw myself take a... Technically not. But it's like words, we the people.
It's just, that could just be anything.
Related to a constitution?
It's not really, I just thought that's how these things start, but...
Oh, wait, that's to signify your... oh, wait, no.
A door. An actual door.
Um...
A door to a really massive constitution.
Let's see. Let's see, the American West.
What on earth could that be? I'm so lost. I just... Also, the length of the delay between us talking to each other and then what's going out is quite incredible, because I took a drink of water and then just a few after having forgotten about it. Oh!
Lizzie's got it.
Lizzie says Doors Act.
It's a Doors Act, yep.
That makes so much sense.
Wait, the Homestead Act?
No, the Doors
Act.
The Doors Act.
I'm American. I don't even know what the Doors Act is.
No! What does that mean?
I guess it's about doors. I do remember learning about it. I don't remember what it was, but in fairness, it was 2 years ago, and I haven't really made much content on the American West since. So I haven't really revisited it.
No, it's a bit of a... Do they still teach it?
The school that we went to is planning on scrapping it.
Oh, the Dawes Act is one of... Okay, the Dawes Act is one of the many Indian relocation acts. Okay.
Ah, I see. Oh, wait, what? Yeah. So, how many... Does that mean...
Well, more specifically, it's more saying, you should treat the tribes better, but it also moves them to a different reserve. It's complicated. This is the first time hearing about it. I'm reading it off of Wikipedia.
I'm just going to make a quick scoreboard. In traditional good style, in fitting...
My inner year 11 is loving this.
Hang on.
I feel like Lizzie's taken a strong lead here.
Yes, we've actually got 2 so far.
2 out of 2.
2 out of 2. Right, I'm just going to build... It is the best scoreboard I think you've ever seen.
Okay.
What's the website you use for, spinning the thing?
We use ClassTools.net.
Yeah. And the random name picker from ClassTools. Prepare yourself for the sound effect.
It's deafening.
It is wonderful in such a terrible way.
There we go. I feel like only the best scoreboard.
What's going on right now?
Oh, Lizzie gets to be separate from the chat. If anyone else starts doing well in the chat, then they can make their way onto the scoreboard.
Yeah, we'll just move you along. So, I feel like,
Yeah.
Just to show that we love them, we'll just...
So someone's fair point might be better if we did this with history outside the confines of standardized testing. I don't know if we can find a list of general history key terms, or just random events or something.
Could we just make them up? Just things that we know.
That could be. That's a fair point.
It could be literally anything.
Maybe.
From history.
I mean, I can't use the website because I'm using ad blocker.
Oh no! If you click OK, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Fellow ad blocker here.
Yes, fellow ad blocker as well.
We don't have ads on our channels. We're not at that point yet.
Actually, no. I did get an ad on when I was looking up the live stream.
Oh. Bizarre.
Should we?
Sorry, Jasmine, I skipped it.
Should we spin the wheel? If there's anything too obscure, you can always just spin it again and see what happens. If not, we'll just have the chaos of no one knowing what's going on.
I'm gonna spin it. I'm gonna spin my wheel because I assume I'm up next.
Yep.
Oh, that is a sound. That is a sound.
It is a sound. Yeah.
It is so loud.
Alright, so now time for... Alright, so now it's time for me to share my screen.
Yes.
Alright, apologies, that took a little bit. Why is it coming up as black?
Sometimes it would do that.
I haven't used Skype in years.
We found it's
It's only
the best.
recently that I've returned to it.
Yeah, we've mostly used like Discord or whatever for like chatting.
Oh, same.
It's
And
just
Gamer Bros. I don't even play games really.
no. I play like 2 games.
I'll invite you guys to the Mythology Discord when that's up and running.
Oh, sweet.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Right.
I clicked share my screens. Let's see if this works.
Let's see.
Ooh, there's some text on screen.
Right. I need to actually see if I can see some screen.
Do you see anything?
Oh, it's gone black. Yep.
Something's happening. I can see a mouse.
The desktop is there.
Oh, that picture again.
Yes. Wait, so you can see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. All right. Now you're about to see the results of the American public education system.
I'm ready.
Alrighty. Oh god, that's terrible. Alright.
It is a circle. It is 2 circles.
Oh no. Oh, I see a boot. Cars.
A car, yeah. What's car related? Some kind of wagon?
Industrial Revolution? Oh, Oregon Trail?
Oh, it's sat on the front of the car. That's weird. That's not how I normally drive.
Hey, this is the 19th century. They just did things differently. It's just how they rolled.
Like something's going to kind of fall out of the sky.
No,
Helicopter.
I need to fix that, Jesus. Not only are you about to see the pinnacle of the American education system, but also the geography section.
Oklahoma.
Yes?
I don't know what it is, though. The Oklahoma Sitting on Cars initiative.
Land Rush.
Oh, you got it.
Oh.
Nice.
Got it.
Yeah, Oklahoma Land Rush.
Alright, you're getting a big fat score on the scoreboard when it
Oh my god.
You're just that good. But for some
I'm
reason...
getting a score.
I just want to admire this piece more,
Oh, it's
though.
beautiful.
That is just artwork.
It is fantastic.
It took you so long to make as well.
Yes, I was up all night making it.
I'm just going to add that to the scoreboard.
I wonder if there's like a list online of just like events in history or something.
Oh, you know, I mean, this is modern history, but you know the song "We Didn't Start the Fire."
I mean,
Historical events. Let's see if we can.
I was hoping to draw the Donner Party.
Ah, you just get rid of the ones you don't know.
You guys know what the Donner Party is, right?
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, Byron
I do
doesn't.
because I studied it. But
I know
Byron-
nothing about the Wild West.
I'm gonna explain it anyway.
Nice.
Anyway, as part of the rush to the west,
Mm.
there was one specific family who. Actually, I just realized
Loves
it's on
doner kebabs.
I
Jasmine, am I allowed to explain this story on your channel?
Go for it.
Sweet.
love the sound of
It's in,
those.
it's in the GCSE history curriculum for like the American West topic. So
Okay, yeah, it's allowed. So this family of people, they're going out west, and they're traveling through the Rockies.
Mhm.
Now, if you know anything about the Rockies, they're big.
Yeah.
And what do big mountains have on them? Snow.
Yes.
Well, so they're traveling through the Rockies, and there's snow, so it's cold.
Mm.
And night, as time goes on, they get lost. They go horribly off trail. And instead of going to California, they wind up in, like, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, somewhere in that area.
Oh no.
And naturally, they're away from, like, any civilization.
Yeah.
And they're getting hungry.
Do they
They're
eat
alone.
each other?
They're getting hungry. You can put the dots together.
Did they eat each
They-
other?
Yes, to avoid starving to death, they eat each other. And then they starve to death.
Oh. That is unfortunate.
doner kebab.
Yeah. It's like a Halloween story almost.
Yeah. Well, when you started it, I thought it was going to turn into like an aristocrats joke. I'm glad it didn't.
No, this is the opposite of the aristocrats.
Oh, that is interesting.
I should probably check the live stream again.
All right. Oh, the Incredible Blobfish. I remember the Incredible Blobfish because that's a username you just can't forget.
Cannibalism in all caps.
Yes. Dust Bowl yummy, says Michael Kirshner.
Right, shall we spin the random name picker and see what happens? I guess it's my turn
Absolutely.
again now.
Now
Go
I
for
know
it.
for a fact, if anyone gets Donner Party, they better get it.
That would be ironic if the next thing I got was Donner Party. So I've got one that's really broad and everyone should be able to get.
Good.
Right, let me share my screen before I start drawing or forget to. There we go. Can you see my screen?
We can indeed.
Yep.
Ooh. Right,
I'm waiting for
prepare
it
for
to
some
pop up on stream.
A-level art talent.
Absolutely. The Stickman. Cowboys. Cowboys with hair.
Oh, I
Oh,
think
I gotta
just
check this. This is the Wild West.
America Today.
that's not really as on his chest as I'd like because he doesn't really have a chest.
Sheriff!
Yes, sheriff.
Yeah!
Who shot
I
sheriff?
was about to say vigilante, but then you said the thing on his chest, and I'm like, oh, this is the opposite of a vigilante.
Man being slowly disintegrated.
Right.
So, who got that? That was Mythology guy.
Yep.
Put that
Do you
on.
have any points yet, Byron?
No.
Epic dab.
Ah, shame.
Oh, Cast Theology came back in the first
Okay,
6
Coral,
minutes about
that is-
people eating each other.
Right.
Cast
Real gamers
Theology.
eat boiled hair.
Cast Theology says I come back and the first thing I hear is people eating each other.
Would you have it any other way?
That's American history.
Three. Well, let's go back to Pictionary. So, I need to.
I
spin
love
the
the quality of
class
the
wheel.
scoreboard.
Absolutely, it's just too good. I think it needs a bit of a background though, like maybe a.
Right,
Now
let's
it's
see.
readable.
Show us
Right.
your artistic talent.
Don't speak too soon. Right. Okay.
Nice.
Right. I have been given a. Actually, this one would be fairly easy to draw. I don't think I could get into trouble for this. Right. So if we just have.
Oh, someone in the chat did get sheriff.
Did they?
Yes. Hadra, however you pronounce that. The problem the chat are at a disadvantage because of the lag.
Yeah, the delay.
We'll give him an honorary point.
Yes. If you
Give
get
them
it,
the point.
if you're in the chat, the first person in the chat gets a point as well. Then.
Yeah.
Also, just because I want to see how long I can stay on 0.
Oh, that's red.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, that's not
So-
red.
Some little people.
Just love my 3 dimensions here.
Slow roast my humans for all the bone, for that
There are
boneless
a
bone
lot.
taste.
There are a lot of these little people. They're like my size. What is going on? This is just. It's like. Oh, is that meant to be a river or something to cross?
Because
Because it kind of looks like part of some feet or something, and like that should be part of a character that goes across the whole screen. And then there's a little blob at the end.
I see music geckos here.
Yes, Gecko has arrived.
Howdy. No, it's
Okay, the stream.
you guys are
The stream
thinking
is stopped
too.
on my computer for some reason.
I feel like
Oh,
Alright, there we go. It's
I've had a
working.
fight. Oh,
you
what
said
fights
one of the
happened?
words.
What? American Civil War.
Damn, yes.
Nailed it.
Oh my god! I was
I hadn't even
trying
got to the point. I hadn't, because my next thing was I was just going to write verses or something like that in the middle. I just didn't get that far.
Oh man,
You're too good.
I feel ashamed of myself now. I'm in a class right now on the Civil War, and I didn't get this.
To be fair, when does the Civil War ever looked that interesting? It's just on another level. As Herb Gamer points out, I started drawing a trench in the Civil War.
Well, the Civil War did have trench warfare in some places. Fun fact.
Did it? Oh, okay. You see, I just know nothing about the Wild West.
Right. Mythology guy's turn. Let's
Yes.
see what artistic creation comes here.
All right, I'm better at memes than All right, remove name.
Excuses.
If I can draw that, anyone can do anything.
I ain't saying I'm bad at drawing. I'm just saying I'm better at memes.
I see.
Oh, that was close. Oh man, that was close. Okay, I would have had to be like, how do I draw that without it looking awful, or without it not looking awful?
Yeah, there's a few in that list that I'm like, oh, I could not draw that.
Right, I am sharing my screen. I hope.
Nice. I'll switch to the scoreboard view.
Oh crap. Hold on.
Let's see. And we see the screen. Oh,
Oh.
screen share
Oh.
is activate. Oh. Right, let's prepare ourselves.
I'm ready.
Alrighty. So you ready? Okay. Oh, that's white.
Yep. That's not going to go very well. Oh, we've got a line. We got some more lines. It's a square. Oh, it's a house.
Oh, house. Homestead Act.
Oh.
No.
That would have been a good guess.
Settlement of something.
White settlement.
Yes.
Nailed
Yes,
it.
white settlement.
Because I knew that was on the list.
So, Jasmine has... So, the current... I've not looked at the chat for a little while. I think the current lead... Jasmine, you are 3 points, obviously.
Wow.
Lizzie
Racing
in second
ahead.
place with 2. The chat and Mythology Guy tied at 3rd place.
Let's
and
see
me,
if anyone's got anything in the
miserable
chat.
5th.
Wait, it's going to take a couple of seconds for the chat to show up because of the delay.
That is true. I'm seeing for White House.
The White House.
Cannot see much else. I'm just...
Right.
I see myself erasing it.
I love, you do something and then you see it like 10 seconds later on the stream window.
Just so that there's
Right.
no...
Does that mean, that means I'm drawing again?
That does indeed. I'll switch you back over to... This is fun.
Okey-doke. Let's spin the wheel. This is good.
Oh, I got...
Ooh, this is another one you should be able to get. Right, let's share my screen. Right. Are you prepared?
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
This is
I also
going
have the
to be
chat open, so
quality.
look. Is this a lake? Nope, that isn't. It looks like
It's
a duck.
duck.
It's a horse. It's a bull. Oh, it's an
Unicorn. Oh, beef bonanza. Beef
ox?
bonanza.
oxen,
No.
Not beef bonanza.
You're close.
cattle,
The cattle raising, beef
cattle
stuff.
industry.
Beef
Buffalo.
production.
Buffalo. Yes,
Buffalo.
buffalo. That is the best buffalo you've ever seen, is it not?
That's a fairly cute buffalo.
I
I'll
like-
give you that.
I like how I said every other animal.
Yeah.
You're like so close.
Did I say unicorn?
Does a unicorn count as an animal?
I don't
Mythical
know.
animal.
It might be in the Wild West. I know nothing about it.
We've not been to America. For all we know, they might have unicorns there.
Well, you just don't know these days, do you?
Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. You guys just figured it out. That's what's in Area 51.
I knew it.
Oh no.
No need to storm that bad boy now.
I like the fact you
Okay.
visited as well, so you know.
Wait, what?
Well, in order to
visited?
know, Mythology Guy
Ah.
must have visited Area 51.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear everything.
Yes, I mean all Americans have.
It's a rite of passage in America.
It's a secret. It's the most public secret base imaginable.
You have to go. Alright, so in the chat, the first person to say buffalo was Lissy again, so we got Emu Wars in there as well.
I like cask theology, creation of buffalo wings. I like that.
Yep.
I like that.
Bison. Extermination of unicorn.
I could go for some wings right now, honestly. Then again, I can always go for wings. There's a bar in my college town that has 25-cent wings, and it's so good. I miss it.
25-cent. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know how much that is in pounds or whatever your sense is, but
Yeah, that's basically nothing. That's what, like 10, 15 pence? That's less than, like, we've had these small little bars of chocolates called Freddos.
That's less than a Freddo.
It's less than a Freddo. That's like, for a long time that just used to be the cheapest thing in the world.
come to America. I could give you guys good wings.
I am up for that offer. I love me some chicken wings. We do not have a great selection of, like, fast food in England, I don't think. You guys have just got so much
Not
more
even that
choice.
fast, is it? You like spend
No.
ages just waiting for your fast. You may as well have got some proper food in that time.
Yeah.
Fast food, in my opinion, fast food is
Also,
overrated.
fast food vegetarian options are terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know those were a thing. Fast food vegetarian sounds like a contradiction.
Yeah, well, they do. A lot of them have started like trendy vegan stuff now as well. And it's just
Oh, that's right. Jasmine's vegetarian. She won't eat the wings.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'll watch you guys eat the wings.
Corn wings.
I'm up for just the coming to America bit.
Yeah. Tofu wings.
Right, it's Byron. It's your turn to draw.
It is indeed. I'm not stalling for time, I promise.
Yes. Yes, Music Gecko. 25 cents per wing. It's a blessing.
Just everything is so cheap. I love it.
Including the people.
Oh, man.
Now I'm a cheapskate too. I'd get on quite well. Okay. Right, let's see if what have I been given by the magic sorting hat with its class tools. Okay, right. I hope I can draw this. Let's see if I can... Right, I think I can draw this fairly well, actually. He says, and lies.
Oh, crap. Stop that computer.
Oh man, I'm just waiting for the time. Like, I'm counting the time because I drank from my water bottle, and it's nearly 30 seconds the lag between here and what you get on the
Oh,
street.
he just started drawing.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Okay, that looks like the California coast. This is definitely the U.S.
Yes, that's definitely meant to be the US, although it kind of looks like a bird splat.
It's funny because obviously I've already drawn it.
Is this just is this just Manifest Destiny?
Not quite.
Ooh, and the migration.
Westward expansion.
Migration.
Close. The chat might get it from this clue.
The Oregon Trail.
Oh.
Yes, you got it, Jasmine. You got it.
Ah, nailed it.
Right, I'm going to leave it on screen because I don't know how the lag works exactly. Lots of people have got US manifest everything. No, I can't see any Oregon trails. So Jasmine,
okay,
the
so
point.
someone said Oregon.
Sarah Newman said Oregon. Lissy then said Oregon Trail.
Literally just seen that as well. So let's give the chat the point, Lizzie the point, and Jasmine. So tied in first place is Jasmine and Lizzie, and tied in second or third place, I guess, is Mythology Guy and the chat, and in fifth place is your boy, me.
Alright, so my turn now?
Your turn indeed.
Alright, I'm gonna spin the thing.
Someone suggested the answer is Donner Party.
I was genuinely thinking of that. Oh my god.
And,
you guys should get this fast. You guys should get this wicked fast.
And Cursed got my reference. I'm happy.
I'm ready for this.
Alright, just tell me when the screen is sharing.
Oh, okay.
On screen. We're waiting for you.
I know, I'm sorry for cheating, guys. I should not have started drawing on the Pictionary. I know that was very naughty. But it was relevant, so.
This is weird. I pressed the share screen button, but then, normally there's a little outline. Oh, there's the outline.
Now it's appeared, yeah.
Cool.
Alright. Sweet. You guys should get this fast.
Is it the Donner Party?
Is that text? No.
That is
a
ledge.
An absolute ledge. Oh, my Skype has stopped.
Same. Is Mythology Guy, you still there? Can we hear you? Oh, there's some kind of crackling noise. Oh, it's moving again now.
Oh, yeah. We've got
Just
an extra
about.
line. Oh, this is intense. Yeah, it is Texas. It's the Texas something.
Texas. What happened?
Oh,
Texas.
you guessed it.
It was just
is it
Texas.
Texas?
It's Texas.
No.
It's just straight up Texas.
Oh, no, wait, I've got a point.
You've got a point. Congratulations.
Texas,
just-
Lone Star State.
Texas.
I was about to draw a
Let's
cowboy
see.
hat next.
Who got Texas first in the... Texas was, Michael Kirshner got it first in the chat.
Michael Kirshner. So, should we add an extra Michael Kirshner column?
Go for it.
Okay. Right. Sorry, literally everyone else, but you just get a squeeze. See if I can select.
Yeah,
Sorry,
a few
guys.
other people have got it as well. Herb Gamer, Red Hippopotamus, Sam of C.
Sam,
Don't know what
of
the correct
course.
way to attempt. Of course, oh, I hadn't thought of that. Civil War.
Red.
I'm just gonna keep this thing up until you guys tell me to stop sharing screens.
Very proud of your artwork.
Oh, I am so proud. I love memes. Oh my god, hold on. I just had a thought.
Oh,
Uh,
What?
Pop out chat.
Mythology guy becomes memology guy.
What have I been doing with mythology?
you have missed it.
There we go. Now,
Oh,
there we
right,
go.
I'm
Now
reading
while
it.
I'm drawing. Now while I'm drawing, I can see if the chat like guesses it.
Ah, sweet. That is
So,
a
all
Although
right.
actually the chat's still like 30 seconds. What they're seeing is 30 seconds behind.
Well,
So they're
Now
still at a
the chat-
disadvantage.
now the chat gets to see themselves on stream with us.
Ah,
They can feel special.
Because they are special.
They are very special. Not
Alright.
not in a mean way, in a nice way.
In a meme way.
in a meme. Ah, get out. It's too good.
Right.
Right,
Oh, it's my turn again, isn't
it's
it?
your turn.
Oh my god, there's
I-
a stream. I love it.
Spin the wheel. Right, it's fan on one, but I feel like it's too obscure. So I'm gonna try again.
That is not the right answer.
Oh, but this now it's landed on one that we've had before. It's not going well. I
just remove it.
disagree. Yeah, I know. It's just taking its time. There we go. I think people, hopefully, fingers crossed, people will know what this is. If they don't, I'm very concerned for them.
Is it just of a Wild West?
No. And no guessing before I've even shared my screen. That's shocking. Right. Tell me when you can see.
I can see.
Okay. Epic.
Epic indeed.
Oh, it's gone quiet.
Sorry, just as a.
Let's see.
Oh,
Farming in Oregon?
yeah. No.
Not in
Agriculture
Oregon.
Policy.
Just
Farming in-
farming.
Just farming.
Literally
Yes,
anywhere.
Why is farming in Oregon and farming two separate things?
They do it differently
It's the
there.
strangest connection.
Right.
This is why I shouldn't type up lists at 1 in the morning.
Sorry, can I just point out? It wants me to install updates. I think this is a bit far gone for updates, you know? So, who got that? Was that...
What a
was with
surprise.
Lissy.
Lissy.
Oh, and Lissy got it as well.
Lissy got it. I think I got it. Mythology guy got it.
Yeah.
And can I see anyone else that has got it?
Homestead.
No.
That would have been a more advanced version, but unfortunately we were simple here.
So, first place is of course Lizzie, and then you can see the rest. So going back to... So it's me now, isn't it?
Yes, it is you.
It is me indeed. Right, I will choose one from the big class tools thing. Okay, right, I think I'm going to try this one. Yes, should be good. Though, not going to lie, this is... You can't top this. Hang on, I'll try showing my screen and see what happens. I'm obviously very nervous that it's just going to start breaking things.
Same.
This is just the cautious side of me speaking, but maybe not risk it. Oh, never mind.
Too late.
No, I am a risky. I just make ridiculous.
Risk it for a
risks.
chocolate biscuit.
So you guys can see this in real time now, I hope.
Yes. Well, as
Cool.
real time as Skype is.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, as real time as it gets.
Cool.
Is time
Right.
real though?
No.
Don't get me started. My roommate would like do stuff like that. Like I'm sick of linear time. Like who came up with this?
Right, now, I don't know what this is,
Oh.
so I'm just going to draw it.
You don't know what it is, but you're drawing it.
My roommate's
Yeah.
a good guy. Don't get me wrong. Oh,
That is a red cloud. Red cloud.
Ah, there's an extra word missing.
Red Cloud's War.
Yes, done.
Red Cloud was a Native American chief.
yeah, that definitely sounds like a Native American name, at least
I
from
thought
the
it
Great
might be, yeah.
Plains.
Yeah. I sort of
Okay, I
had
didn't
that
realise
vibe to
Lissy
it.
had overtaken me again.
Yeah. Well, now you've
He's
just...
nailing this.
I mean, this is so readable, this thing.
It's just quality.
It's less
This
like
is a battle
Italian,
for
more
third place.
Oh, me and the chat are neck and neck. Sam got it? So
Sam got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, then
Nice.
Lissy got Red Cloud's War. Sam got Red Cloud.
Oh, fine, half a point.
Give Sam some credit.
2 things. I can't even rub it out. Right, there. Too good. Right. So, Mythology guys, you'll go, right?
Yep.
I think I know how
Alrighty.
this game works now. I'll have to...
First, I
we-
shall
We're
spin
working
the
it
wheel.
out.
Wait, you say I'm cutting out?
No,
we're
we're
working
working
it
it out.
Oh, working it out. Alright, let's see. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna try again.
We're gonna work out which things people know and which things people don't by the end of this.
And we just did Red Cloud's War, so gonna try again.
Oh, that was like my thing earlier.
Sam, I'd just like to clarify, like...
sweet.
From Sam's message.
Alrighty.
The scoreboard is just part of the fun. I just wanted an excuse to see what would happen if I tried to give half a point. Definitely was not any sort of pity point. Would just like to clarify.
It was
you
a
earned that half point.
solid, genuine point.
Yes, and
Well, actually, all the points vary in size. So does that mean, like, you know, some points are worth more? It's like your second point is quite short and small.
that's true. Let's bring it back up. I don't know. It's like got that sort of. It's less a points tally and more like a Piet Mondrian painting.
Alright. You guys can see, right?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I can't see.
What?
There we go.
Excusez-moi.
Skype had a funny 5 minutes. Right.
Oh, okay. So, I'm trying to think, because I have a way I would draw this in my head, but I don't really know if it'll transfer onto paper very well.
Well, it will be amusing as it does transfer.
Oh yes, that's for sure. It's gonna be amusing. Actually.
Oh, Red Man. Is it Red Cloud again?
No, it's not.
Are there any other red people? Red people.
Communism?
Come here.
let me just do that instead, and then
Red. Red
Lightsabers.
things.
Darth Maul. Darth Maul.
no.
It's like some kind of guy with his like sweatband on doing his fitness workout.
You're close. Like
What? How am I
Exercise.
close?
I know this is confusing, but
Quite like
A
Red
ninja.
Hippopotamus's guess. Empty canvas.
Oh.
Is that Donatello from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh my god. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
What's
how do
his-
they link to the American West?
yes, it was a very popular thing amongst the natives. Let's think. Who's another? Okay, I know.
I'm so confused.
Oh god, no, that's awful.
I love his arms. That elbow joint.
Sort of.
Oh my god, this is amazingly awful.
I love it. It is brilliant. Gunfight at the OK Corral.
That guy's arms link up to one another.
That's not his arm.
That's not. It's a cape.
Oh no. Batman versus Donatello.
Batman.
Oh, you're getting there. You're getting there.
That
Oh,
really
Vigilantes,
famous fight
Vigilantes.
that happened in the American West. Batman versus Donatello.
Vigilantes.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, right.
Yes. Oh my god. And
That
you know, I
is
spent so
perfect.
long on this. I'm going to just.
Keep going
There we go.
as I add
And this-
my fat point to the scoreboard.
And this guy.
Let's see.
I don't even know if you guys would know him. This is Daredevil.
Ah, of course. Yeah, no, I see it.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna like tweet. I'm gonna save this.
Please do. That is brilliant.
This is a work of art.
It's up there with the
Daredevil
scoreboard.
versus-
Anytime you ever need to talk about vigilantes in the future,
Vigil aunties.
vigilantes.
Daredevil
It has
versus
that-
Batman.
It has that sort of deviant art stank to it. I love it.
Should I be offended?
No one in the chat got it.
I'd be surprised if anyone did, if I'm being honest.
What
I
have
just
vigilantes
realised.
got to do with exercise?
Exercise. Well, they are 2 meters apart, so it's okay.
Thank you for seeing it, Cask. I appreciate it.
Actually, maybe it would be a good social distancing measure if everyone carried a longsword. It's like you come too near me, you just kind of stick your sword out.
Did you know it's actually illegal to carry a sword to a polling station in Texas?
But carrying a 6-shooter's fine, I guess.
That's Texas.
Just incredible. Just double checking the chat. Anything good? It is a thick point. I did give myself a thick point.
Should have just drew Batman? Yeah, maybe, but like Daredevil's better. Ooh, hot take.
Oh, yeah, this is becoming a very controversial stream now.
My brother would hate me for saying that. But...
You get demonetized. YouTube's going to be like, this opinion is wrong. Demonetized.
Oh my
I
god,
think-
they'll demonetize everything.
I think we've been safely demonetized around the time of the Donner Party. Can you see the stream? Can you see the scoreboard?
No. Scoreboard
Oh, no.
can't be seen.
Right, when you see the scoreboard, something hilarious is going to pop up in the corner.
Okay. I'm prepared.
It's not my work, it's just this came up.
Just waiting for it now.
Oh man, I am hyped.
Oh, there we go. What does it say? It's too small, I can't read it.
Oh, is it too small? Oh, damn. Right. Automatic updates. So it wants
Well,
to
I have
restart in his...
because I've got the chat open and the kind of creator side of the live stream. It's the video is a little small box in the corner.
Okay, basically, it just wants to turn off, like, the little virtual machine and install some updates, but it's what updates does it need? Is it just going to install Windows 10? At which point I won't have proper paint and I'll just cry.
That would be very sad.
That would be sad.
Windows
It just
XP,
tricks you into installing Windows 10.
very year.
Yeah, this is like junior school vibes. Having paint. That's the main reason I've got it.
Yes. So that you can imagine, I mean, you're basically still in junior school, let's face it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone talks about how infantilized like Zoomers are, so I guess university is basically junior school now.
Yes, I am going to spin the wheel. I mean, in fairness, I've been added to a university group chat and they were talking about having a horrible history-themed party, so what can I say?
Your history department seems so much more, like, connected than mine. Like, the students, at least.
It's one of these, like, applicants group chats for, like, so everyone can kind of connect together and meet up with each other virtually, if you like.
That seems to be one good trend at, like, English unis now, is just there is... Well, you'll find this next year, right? Or at least I hope you do. Like, there's a lot of, like, sort of just things going on in your department as well as, like, student union stuff. Like, they're very big on, like,
That'll be
days
entertaining.
out and like, nights out and stuff like that. And
I am hyped for a horrible history streams party. I think that'll be a laugh.
Yes. Though, I only know for books, I don't know the TV show, so I'd be a bit of a...
I haven't properly seen... I know enough of it, and I know everyone loves it, but I need to, like, over the summer binge horrible history so that I'm up to date and I can talk to my fellow counterparts on my course.
Well, it's annoying because when it came out, I was a bit old for it. And it's like a couple of years, and when you're a kid, it makes a lot of a difference. Because I was watching, like, Seinfeld at that point. I'd moved on from, like, CBBC.
Oh, Seinfeld's awesome.
It is one of the best things.
Right. I have...
Though Curb is better, fight me.
The random name pick is reset. Oh, okay, let's spin the...
No.
Oh, no, it's because I removed it. It's fine. I removed it. I now understand. Right. Are you ready? Are you ready? We should attempt some Kahoot soon as well.
Ooh, yes. That'd be fun.
That might be... We should have the break video whilst we try and set up some Kahoot. So if we do another round or two of Pictionary, and then we'll try and figure out Kahoot.
That sounds like a good plan.
Let me share my screen.
Cool on. I'll switch back over to scoreboard view.
Sounds.
Right. That going?
Yes.
Perfect.
Home.
You cut out. What was that?
The homestead.
Homesteading.
Yes, homesteading.
Ah.
I didn't even get as far as my little windmill that I was going to draw. You know, that is quality.
I'm just wicked smart.
Exactly. Smart.
Smet. Well, there's a point. It's a bit big. Big boy point.
Well, if you make the point too big, it will merge into all the others and it will just become 1 point. Oh, red hippopotamus has got it over the course of two commas. It's just homestead-ing.
I'll allow it.
I'll give it to the chat as well. Okay, cool. Shall I have a go?
Yeah, I'm getting an ad on the live stream. That's pretty cool. Congrats, Jasmine.
Wow.
You're neck and neck. Okay, right. Let's try one. Let's see what we get. Okay, I don't think we've had this one. Or at least I hope we haven't, because just prove that my memory is terrible. Okay, right. More geography.
Other guys from New England on there.
How is it?
Yeah, Michael Kirshner says he's from New England.
Oh.
Oh, hey, sweet. Oh dang, that is a thick point I have.
That is. You've caught up with me by just having the thickest point.
I forget you guys are on like a 30-second delay or whatever, so
Yeah, we are.
I've just moved on with my life. Oh, that's a realistic drawing.
That
Oh,
is
what?
what? Oh, what?
I can't wait to see it.
Like an upside down teddy bear.
Terraria. No, not quite. Right. Okay, now we get to the real fun bit of this.
Okay. I'm slightly scared. Oh, is that the UK? And there's like an Atlantic. What happened on the Atlantic?
Wait a second, I'm not seeing anything.
You're not seeing anything? Oh no. Check the stream.
Oh,
Um,
it still says I'm... Yeah, you need to look at that, because it's got my screen's sharing. I forgot to stop sharing my screen. I've stopped now.
oh yeah, now I see something.
Cool.
Is that Florida?
Allegedly, yes. It was a bit
What
strange.
is the brown stuff on the UK? Is
It's not
someone
just...
pooed on the UK?
Oh, Red Hippopotamus has got it. But, well, has got the idea, but hasn't got the full wording.
Oh, telecommunication.
Oh,
The
telegraph.
transatlantic cable?
Yeah.
Transatlantic telegraph.
Transatlantic Telegraph, you've got it. Congratulations. Those
Ah,
are meant to be
Oh,
telephone
I was
poles,
so
allegedly.
close.
Allegedly, they're telephone poles.
That is... Imagine
was-
if it was like that. There's just like one telephone pole at each end, and then it's the big cable.
Oh, I was so close. I said transatlantic cable.
You were. That was... that's worthy of a half point, I think.
You want to know why I said transatlantic cable?
Oh, right.
Right.
Because my family has a piece of that.
Does it?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is cool.
That's why, all the breaking up internet connection and what have you. You've been
So just
telling
took a bit of the
pulling
internet.
apart the infrastructure.
I don't even know if I can say. I don't even know if I can say that on stream. Now that I think about it, but
You just get, like, the NSA come to your door or whatever.
well, no, we got like this. We got this thing from like. There's like thousands of them. So
Oh, right, okay. Oh, you're probably fine. Probably
we got
not, I
one
don't know.
from like one of the earlier ones. I mean, so like
Oh, okay.
it was long dead.
If, like the FBI come for you and you need somewhere to hide, I'll shelter you.
I appreciate
Take
that.
a quick flight across...
Go for
I
a
mean,
swim.
flights are very cheap right now.
True.
True. Like, Jack's Flight Club is now irrelevant because everything is just really cheap. I think you can still fly here. I don't know if that's going to change, but I think you're still able to book flights and go on holiday, technically.
Red Hippopotamus says best zip wire ever.
Beautiful. Mrs. from Cast Theology. Mrs. Theology got it. I was still trying to figure out where the drawing was going. I mean, I'm obviously very skilled, just not at art.
Yes.
Live stream tech, yes. Everything else, no.
Alright, so Mythology guy's turn to draw.
Oh, okay. Let me choose my thing first.
Is this going to be... Are we going to do one more round, or will this be the last round before we convert to Kahoot?
Oh, hello, can you hear me? Sorry.
Oh. Yep.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Cool.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun to draw.
Oh,
Ooh, this
Exciting.
is gonna be wicked fun.
I'm ready.
I'm
All
scared,
right.
but I'm ready. Hold on a second.
Come on, share screen, work.
I'm praying for your screen share.
Yes.
Is it working?
Yep, we've got it.
All right, sweet. Okay. This is gonna be fun to draw.
You can do it. We believe in you.
We believe. Oh, it's a 10.
Oh, no, it's a person, isn't it?
It's
Or
not
horse?
a 10.
Horse.
It's two people
Beef
tied
bonanza.
together.
Pantomime horse.
It's like one of those from Greek mythology, the horse.
Oh,
people.
Trojan horse. Yeah.
Not. Wait,
Centaur.
what?
You
What
said
is-
mythology, Jasmine. He's just...
Yeah,
his ears
I
are
know.
pricked.
Got me excited.
How would I?
Dogs.
What?
Let me.
Possessed.
Possessed.
I'm slightly terrified by this at the moment.
It's just the red eyes that have got me.
Yeah, the red eye. Exactly.
Lissy says Donna party.
Tunnel party.
I've also seen flag on a tent as well. I can see that.
No. It's not. Mouse is not moving. Is this
Nothing.
meant
Yeah,
to be
it stopped.
happening?
Ooh, freezing.
Oh,
It's
Oh, no.
tense.
the internet is dangerous. I can hear a squeaky chair though.
That would
Ah.
be me.
That was you. Oh, that's you.
Possessed animal.
I will return the squeaky chair.
Cool.
No, it's frozen.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it has.
suddenly it's moved.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, I've
Hello?
got an
Hello?
idea, but hello, we
you're
can hear
back. Yes, perfect.
you. I've got an idea, but I don't know if I can really say it.
Oh,
Horse, right?
Yeah. You got a part of it.
I've seen an actual cowboy from Red Hippopotamus.
No. No. Hold on a sec. Maybe if I do this.
um,
Oh, vertical
love the way
horse.
it takes out the background. Vertical horse. The horse is like neighing.
Watch me whip, watch me nay nay.
You're on the right track. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to emphasize the other part.
Horseman.
Oh, crazy horse!
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's
Nailed
brilliant. Hang
I,
on.
I wasn't sure if we were allowed to type stuff, but I was about to just type him shouting something. I don't know.
That'd have been great.
Yes, Jasmine got crazy horse.
That is fantastic. I am just going to add a cheeky point to Jasmine's team. So does that mean
Yes.
I can't count? Does that mean Jasmine's won?
Let's count. How do you count? Wait, Lissy has. Oh, it changed. I can't see it. Oh, wait, no, it's on the Skype thing now. Lissy
Oh, I
has 6
can't-
points.
Yep.
The chat has 3. You have 3, so you drew with the chat. I've also got 6. So I'm drawn with Lissy. And Mythology guy has 5, but one of his points is really fat. So I don't know. Sam has 1.5. Red
No, he has
Hippopotamus
2.5. He has 2.5. Sam got it as
2.5.
well. Yeah, Sam got it as well. I'm
Oh,
just really
all
slow
right.
on the uptake.
Sam has 2.5. And Red Hippopotamus has 2. And Michael has 1, meaning that we have. I draw as the winner with Lissy, who also wins.
Cool. The thing is I'm sure there's bound to be a few points that I've missed in my amazing
Well,
job as
missed
counting.
points.
But
Yeah.
I think it's pretty clear that the 2 winners and the absolute loser is your boy.
Oh,
Hang on, have you-
if you lost the chat as a whole, that would be you're just insulting the whole chat.
Hey, I insulted
rude.
myself. Yeah, but I
That's
feel
fine.
like they've got extra points, but I didn't, you know? How fast is it updating?
I'm waiting to see.
Let's
I'm
see.
also waiting to see like an infinite tunnel.
Oh,
Alright, so let's see.
Lucy thinks Jasmine beat her.
Oh,
yeah, hang on. Yeah,
oh,
Jasmine, you've got
the
7.
final point.
You've got
Oh.
7. Not
Wait,
6.
that last point is just. It's
So-
a long boy.
Sorry, Lizzie.
Oh. Exercising my superiority.
Absolutely.
And my extra year of age makes me that just like 1 point wiser.
There we go. That's... The win has been taken away now.
Oh, I mean, well, this has still got second, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, but you don't get the outline at second.
You
And I got third.
I got last.
This is a very quality scoreboard. I'm not gonna lie.
It's too good.
So should we? Whilst we figure out, we need to figure out the Kahoot. We need to find some Kahoot to play. Just hope someone's made one.
Yeah.
Decent.
You're still screen sharing.
Lucy has a 70 question long modern Britain Kahoot. That would be entertaining.
Oh, that would be good. It'd be like sort of a reverse of fortune. I like that.
Yeah. I did.
Hold on, did you just say 70 question long Kahoot?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Imagine.
We played it. I played it with the Year 12 history class, and it was mega.
So I need to work out how to play videos.
Yeah. You should be able. It should say input media source,
True.
and then
I just...
it would be local file, and then you can press browse and then select it, and then
Cool.
we can figure some stuff out, and so people don't have to stare at us figuring things out.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
true.
go and get water and what have you.
Sorry, just a quick OBS question. So I want to set up. So I'm going to set up a separate scene for that. Can I click? Is that what studio mode is for? So I can set up a separate scene and not just have like loads of me setting it up.
Yes, I think so. That is. I haven't used studio mode.
Okay. Right, I'm going to click it. Sorry if the stream dies. Oh, okay, right. This is exactly what I wanted, actually, so that's good. Cool, right. You see, the thing is, I'm not used to OBS. It's just all weird.
Excuses.
Excuses. I'm used to... Right, when I do, not to brag, but when I've done like more sort of professional broadcasting stuff, I'm used to using the Blackmagic Atom software. It's like really complicated.
I haven't even heard of it. Well, I feel out of touch.
Well, you know, it's broadcast stuff.
And black magic, in fairness.
Yes. Well, the thing is, like Blackmagic's great until you have to pay for it yourself.
That's the thing with all this kind of expensive software. Is it's fun to play with, and if you've got like a school or a
Oh, definitely, yeah.
university.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for that. Right, so I've got the media source open. It's going to play one of my videos. Oh, Mythology guy, you need to DM me one of your videos.
One of my videos?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, right. I have the link.
We'll figure that out later. But right now, I'm trying to get this to work. So,
Alrighty.
in the meantime, maybe a good... I'm not trying to flex, honestly. It just sounds like that because I'm brilliant.
Right, Byron, here's the link for the Kahoot.
Cool, right. I'm still trying to work out how to set up the media source thingy.
Yes. Alright.
So I'm trying to play the file, but nothing is happening.
I had it all ready to go, and then my internet died on me.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna send you guys my my Amaterasu video.
Oh, that would be cool.
Nice. Alright, I'm just going to double check that it's not just that video that's not playing. Yeah, that's weird. It's just nothing
Where-
showing
where
up
do-
on media source.
Do I DM you over Twitter?
Yeah, that'd be good. And then I can get that ready for the next bit. Right, nothing at all is showing up. This is really strange. I'm assuming the stream is still going out.
Yeah, the stream's still rolling.
Cool.
You're gonna try setting up if we have a brief moment of black screen. We'll still be able to be heard, or at least you will.
Okay, good. Right, I'm just going to try.
You know, it's been quite a while since I've covered some actual history here on YouTube.
Right.
Well, it's
Right.
also been quite a while since I've uploaded a video to
Okay.
YouTube as well.
See you
Go
guys
works.
in about 6 minutes.
Lots of deadlines.
Okay.
Lots and lots and lots of deadlines. So let's talk about something historical and something very niche, very much my bread and butter. So here, without further ado, are the Russian hipsters that history has forgotten. The Stilyage. Stilyage, one of the ones. When you think of the Soviet Union past World War II, sorry, Great Patriotic War, but pre the death of Stalin, you don't really think of madly dressed teenagers. You just imagine starving people all being bossed about and sent to the Gulag. And while that is sadly quite true, some of the young people that had survived the Great Patriotic War wanted to try out some of the Western culture they had experienced briefly in Europe. While Stalin's time in office had largely been fairly culturally uneventful, the 40s in the Western world had brought about things like swing and big band music, and artists like Glenn Miller and Benny Goodman ruled the world. And by the end of the 40s, Russian teenagers had discovered this music and really gotten into it. They loved Glenn Miller and the film Sun Valley Serenade, which his music features in prominently. And even bigger than the music was the style that went with it. Whatever cool Western stuff they could look at, they would try and copy. Anything that looked a little bit different from the state-issued standard Soviet garb was highly sought after. Using black market goods imported by what were then called the fartsovka. This is like the third or fourth take where I've not corpsed my way through that line. They could dress how they wanted. They were hunting for style. They were style hunters, or still. You know, it's been quite a while since I've covered some actual history here on YouTube. Well, it's also been quite a while since I've uploaded a video to YouTube as well. 3 words. Lots of deadlines. Lots and lots and lots of deadlines. So let's talk about something historical and something very niche, very much my bread and butter. So here, without further ado, are the Russian hipsters that history has forgotten. The Stilyage. Stilyage, one of the ones. When you think of the Soviet Union past World War II, sorry, Great Patriotic War, but pre the death of Stalin, you don't really think of madly dressed teenagers. You just imagine starving people all being bossed about and sent to the Gulag. And while that is sadly quite true, some of the young people that had survived the Great Patriotic War wanted to try out some of the Western culture they had experienced briefly in Europe. While Stalin's time in office had largely been fairly culturally uneventful, the 40s in the Western world had brought about things like swing and big band music, and artists like Glenn Miller and Benny Goodman ruled the world. And by the end of the 40s, Russian teenagers had discovered this music and really gotten into it. They loved Glenn Miller and the film Sun Valley Serenade, which his music features in prominently. And even bigger than the music was the style that went with it. Whatever cool Western stuff they could look at, they would try and copy. Anything that looked a little bit different from the state-issued standard Soviet garb was highly sought after. Using black market goods imported by what were then called the fartsovka. This is like the third or fourth take where I've not corpsed my way through that line. They could dress how they wanted. They were hunting for style. They were style hunters, or stilyagi in Russian. I feel like it goes without saying, but not every teen at the time was a stilyaga, in the same way that there were only a few hundred proper real punks in London during the height of the 70s. It was a small thing, but there was enough for the Soviet government to take notice, but we'll get to that in a minute. They also had their own slang, because of course they did, I'm talking about it. The ones listed on the Russian Wikipedia page are telling of their social attitudes. Lots of stuff on fashion, lots of stuff on sex, and of course at least one term about the domestic products of light industry. One thing that's really great about this story is on Russian Google Images, there are tons and tons of Stilyagi pictures. And because it's the Soviet Union during the 50s, copyright didn't exist, so I can show you all of them. Look at these people. They look like they're having fun in the Soviet Union. How? Love that guy especially. I want those sunglasses. I want to look like that one day. Instead, I wear this blue jumper and look like a fool. The Stilyagi were also very into pirating music. In fact, they're probably one of the biggest early efforts of pirating music. In the Soviet Union, you obviously couldn't just buy American records, at least in the late 40s, early 50s. You needed to get it imported, which was costly and dangerous, or pick up some sort of bootleg copy somehow. Get this. Using modified gramophones, underground sound engineers found a way of duplicating vinyl records, like this one, onto used X-ray sheets. That's right, records made out of old X-rays. Anyone who thinks they had it bad with cassette tapes, or worse, only having YouTube for listening to music on, have literally nothing to complain about. That being said, I don't want to downplay how impressive it is to even come up with something like that. I'm in awe. It's incredible. And it also went hand in hand with samizdat, which was this practice of doing basically the same thing, but with books instead. Very tempted to do a whole episode on that, so keep posted. Unlike a lot of teenaged protest groups, there wasn't a political message going along with the Stilyaga. After seeing all the war and the famine and all the horrible stuff that had dominated Stalin's time in charge, they had no ideology. Nothing. Well, I say that. The one thing they had was standing out from the crowd. As you can imagine, Stalin wouldn't have been too keen on this. I couldn't find any evidence to suggest that he knew about it personally, but given his track record, I somehow doubt he'd be a big fan of anyone with an opinion other than his roaming the streets of Leningrad. To be fair, anyone having an opinion would be bad enough. The Soviet Komsomols, which were the Communist Party groups for young people, were asked to put a stop to it. So they started expelling any openly Stilyaga Soviet citizens and kicked them out of uni. Yeah, that's right, wearing the wrong clothes and looking like this could get you kicked out of a Soviet uni. How lucky do we have it in England? Even worse, they were said to have deliberately attacked groups of them in public, forcibly cutting their hair and ripping up their clothes as a means to discredit them. The Soviet press also ridiculed their desire for Americana. The term Stilyaga is actually a Soviet press invention as well. One famous 50s headline in Pravda read, "Today he plays jazz, tomorrow he sells our homeland." Stalin's government actually did a lot to try and stop people from spreading pesky, subversive music. The Stilyaga and the jazz music they listened to were considered part of an American cosmopolitan plot by the authorities that could potentially destroy the Soviet Union. Anyone caught making bone music or playing it in public would usually be sent to prison, and if they weren't ridiculed by the press, they were scrutinised and harassed in public. So all power to them for trying to keep it going. But then rather suddenly, things changed. As you may be aware, Stalin died, and eventually Khrushchev became the new leader of the Soviet Union. As this began to happen, culture began to thaw, which is where some, by no means all bans on media, became relaxed. Definitely nothing controversial or thought-provoking, but jazz was suddenly deemed okay in the Union. Also, fashion became slightly less rigidly enforced, and young people had a bit more choice about what they could wear. Most importantly, thanks to a slight easing on restrictions, they could copy styles from the outside world a bit more easily, and the Stilyaga started to disappear and fade into the rest of society. That, and also by the time this happened, the original Stilyaga would have been pushing 30, and they probably quite like to live a normal life by now. Stilyaga had a massive influence on everything that came after it. Bone music was eventually superseded by magnetizdat, which was essentially a network of tape copying, which was used by many of the big bands of the late period of the Soviet Union, like Nautilus Pompilus, Mumi Troll, and Kino. Every so often there's a bit of a revival in the fashion too, much like how we take the mod chic here in England every couple of decades and try and bring it back. Also about 10 years ago there was a jukebox musical about the whole thing. I've not seen it, but apparently it's really good. To close, people end up being a bit rude about fashion, and young people fashion. But sometimes, youth fashion can really mean things. Or it can mean nothing. Or it can mean something that pretends to mean nothing, but actually inadvertently means something. I've run out of things to say now, so let's put that picture of the sunglasses guy back up. Oh no! Hello everyone, we are going to be back very soon. We're just going to play one of Mythology Guy's videos. This, hopefully, starting very soon, is, where is it? Amaterasu? Am I saying it right? Amaterasu, right. This will start very shortly, and if you see my face again, sorry. You know, it's been quite a while since I've covered some actual history here on YouTube. Well, it's also been quite a while since I've uploaded a video to YouTube as well. 3 words. Lots of deadlines.
If you're watching a stream, you're like, oh, Mythology Guy is actually Byron again.
So, let's talk about something historical and
Amaterasu.
Oh no.
She's probably
Right,
the
we're
most
gonna shut up
famous
now.
goddess from the Japanese religion. And it's understandable. She is the goddess of the sun, after all, and the sun is where we get most important things of our life. It provides light for our food to grow, it keeps us warm, and, those two things keep us alive, so that's pretty helpful. Every polytheistic culture on the planet had a sun deity, and almost every culture venerated the sun in some sort of way, and the Japanese are no exception. Interesting note about the Japanese religion, though. Most sun deities around the world are masculine, gods of the sun, Ra, Apollo. But for Shinto, the sun deity is a goddess, Amaterasu, feminine. So, kudos to the Japanese for being so far ahead of the time on feminism? I don't know. Anyway, let's see what stories are told about Amaterasu. Amaterasu is the daughter of Izanagi and Izanami. They have their own story, which I'll get to another time, but all you need to know for now is that they had 3 children. Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun, is the oldest and most mature child. Tsukuyomi is the god of the moon, and I assume he's kind of the quiet middle child, because he doesn't show up much in many myths. And Susanoo is the god of the winds. He is the party sibling and doesn't care what the person in charge says. He likes to stick it to the man, that sort of thing. Because of their contrasting personalities, this caused a lot of friction between Susanoo and his sister. Susanoo liked to destroy things for fun, while Amaterasu wanted to maintain order and keep the people/kami safe. Also, quick side note, kami is often translated as God, but sometimes it doesn't work. A better translation would be more spiritual beings, who are still powerful, but not godlike. Kami as God, though, works for characters like Amaterasu and Susanoo, though, because they basically are gods. Anywho, one day Susanoo was causing mayhem in the Celestial Palace. Amaterasu threatened to kick him out of their home, but Susanoo said he didn't mean any harm, and to prove it, he would create 5 new male kami. I assume he was doing this so that way these new kami were supposed to clean up his mess, so he wouldn't have to. Amaterasu agreed, and Susanoo took one of her necklaces of 500 beads and ate the whole thing. He then spat out 5 new male kami just like he said he would. Amaterasu was impressed, but also very pissed off that her necklace was gone, so she took her brother's sword and ate it. After deep-throating her brother's sword, after eating her brother's sword, she spat out 3 new female kami. They decided to send these kami down to Earth though, probably because they were both horrified and embarrassed at what they just did. Fun fact though, these kami would eventually marry humans and eventually the Japanese nobility would descend from these families. After that whole fiasco, Susanoo continued to live in the Celestial Palace, but his days were numbered. On one day while he was causing a ruckus, Susanoo thought it'd be funny to throw a divine horse into his sister's room. Classic sibling move, am I right? He takes the horse and chucks it right into her room. And as you can imagine, Amaterasu was furious. She is just sitting there, quietly weaving, minding her own business, thinking about whatever sun goddesses think about, when all of a sudden, a horse flies into her room and just completely wrecks the place. She was so upset that she didn't even yell at her brother. She just ran away into a dark cave to hide from everyone. While Amaterasu was in the cave, people started to notice that the sun wasn't rising, which made both the kami and the people very worried that crops wouldn't grow. Eventually, the kami found the cave where Amaterasu was hiding, but they couldn't get her out. They tried placing a bunch of chickens around to fool her into thinking the dawn was there, but she didn't care about the chickens. Then, some kami placed down a mirror encrusted with jewels and covered in fine white clothing. They also asked the goddess Ama no Zume to do a striptease, and she happily complied. All the kami gathered around and Ama no Zume started to do the strip dance, so they all started cheering. Amaterasu was curious as to what all the commotion was about and poked her head outside. While taking a look, another strong kami grabbed her shoulder and pulled her right out of the cave. A few other kami rolled a boulder over the entrance so that she wouldn't go back in. All of the kami then cheered and begged Amaterasu to stay outside of the cave, which she agreed when she realized how many people missed her. It should be no surprise that the first thing she did upon returning to the Celestial Sky Palace was banish her brother from heaven. Don't worry about Susanoo though. He has his own adventures, which we'll get back to in a future video. Another story tells of Amaterasu tasking her son Amano Oshi Ohimimi, who I will refer to as Amano for short, with the duty of ruling Japan. Amano went down to Japan, took one look, and said, Nope, I am not dealing with this crap. Amaterasu and the other gods met at a council and decided to send another god, Amano Ohiki, to conquer Japan. When he got down though, he immediately forgot what he was doing. Kind of like those moments when you walk into a room and you just completely blank on what you had to do. That's basically what happened to him. After 3 years of no response from Amano Ohiki, they sent Nanakime down in the form of a chicken. When Namakimi found Amano Hohoki though, Amano Hohoki shot the chicken with an arrow so powerful it launched him all the way back to heaven. When the kami found Nanakime now dead, they threw the arrow right back at Amano Ohiki and it hit him straight in the heart, killing him instantly. Now a third council was called and they decided to send down 2 kami, Take Mikazuchi, the god of thunder, and Fusutu Nuchi, the god of fire. Those 2 went down to Japan, busted down the front door of the old Earth King's palace, and said, "Listen, Earth King, the Sun Goddess wants her son to be the new king, so we advise you to step down. Otherwise, you're gonna be in for some serious hurt." The Earth King was understandably terrified at this and asked his sons what he should do. The oldest said to surrender, but the youngest said they should defend their honor and attack the Thunder God. Take Mikazuchi easily defeated the younger son and the king surrendered the throne. Man, these 2 completed in 1 day what that other kami failed to do in 3 years. Somebody give these guys a raise or something. When the 2 kami returned to the Celestial Sky Palace, they told Amaterasu of their victory. She was thrilled and offered the throne to her son, Amano. Hopefully now he'll take it, she thought. It's being handed to him on a silver platter, so why wouldn't he? Surprisingly though, again he refused, and I can only imagine his mother's shock and rage. He must have noticed how upset his mother was though, because he quickly said his son, Ninigi, would take the throne instead of him. Amaterasu's grandson agreed and he went down to rule Japan. From him, eventually a man known as Emperor Jimmu would be born, and he was the first emperor of Japan. And it is through Jimmu that all Japanese emperors claim to be descended from Amaterasu. Well, at least up until World War II, when the US beat Japan and part of the surrender terms was that the imperial family had to revoke their divinity. Well, that's Amaterasu for you. Obviously, there's a whole lot more. Shinto is a massive and ancient religion with so much to look into, and I really want to come back to it. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you want to see more, and have a good one.
Oh.
Can't hear me? Or can you? I think they can.
Oh.
Right, I think we're ready to go.
Can I see the big Kahoot page?
No, I've not switched
Not
over
yet.
to that yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
cool.
I just need to make a specific... I'm in
Yeah,
studio
fair
mode
dues.
again, so I'm just going to make that a bit bigger. Not like completely taking up the whole screen, but big enough.
Right. Now let's pray for as little lag as possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm putting me up in the corner. I'm putting Mythology guy up in the corner. There is no Jasmine, so
Oh,
rip.
very sad.
It is sad.
I'll just be a kind of omnipresent voice.
That you will. Okay, right. They can see it.
Right. Let's hit play.
Absolutely.
Teach, I guess. No. Your Kahoot is now loading. Classic. I was looking earlier and you can actually get different Kahoot musics.
Can you? How does that work?
Well, they have like variations. So there's like a funk version and like a there's like a holiday version. And they had just like a drop down list and you could change it. But like obviously we need the classic Kahoot.
So that's the pin. So 729
729. Oops, sorry.
270.
Right. We'll see what inventive names come up. Shall I join?
Absolutely. Yes. Join now, please. I'm just gonna. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, mythology guy.
Look, Gary, there I am.
Oh no, that's not going to show if I do that. Oops.
No. What's going on? It's gone all
Whoa,
weird.
that's lag.
Dared to
Trippy.
minimize it.
How could you?
Yeah, I know.
No minimising in this.
Well, the
town.
thing is, I've got it in an separate incognito thing. So hopefully I
Sam?
should then, from here, be able to play. That said, I won't be able to see the questions. I didn't think. Oh, I can just
Oh,
make it small. James Callahan is here. A dude.
I
just
think I know
noticed it.
it's a similar name in the States.
Oh, someone's disappeared. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Yes, Sam, there is going to be some delay, unfortunately, but I don't think it should be too big of a problem, right? I mean,
Fingers crossed it's not that it like delays so much that the question's timed out by the time you see it.
yeah. I'm trying to think, what did we do last time? Because what I might try and do is if I type the, what do you call it? If I can speed type the questions in the chat, is that...
Right, you
Is that
copy
gonna
and
be
paste them, I guess.
I've not, the only issue is
But then
I've
you
not
still
got...
can't see the answers.
No,
Hmm.
that'd be too slow, I think. Also, my webcam is... Oh, my webcam's back now. Sweet.
Trying to Kahoot join. Just forgotten how to join a Kahoot. This isn't going well. There we
No.
go. That's what I need. Enter game pin. Oh, there was a problem. Doesn't like my game pin? What?
Game pin is 729-270.
Oh, it might be because it's being from the same computer.
Yeah, use your phone.
Yeah, try your phone.
We will be here all day if we try my phone. I leave the internet off on my phone because it just crashes when I turn the internet on.
Rip.
Like, I don't think it's worth it. Oh, there is a bit of technology upstairs that I might be able to get. If you can tolerate waiting for me.
I'm
I
sure
don't know.
you can.
Be entertaining whilst I'm gone.
Sure, it
Cool.
gives more people time to enter.
Absolutely. We can be entertaining for a bit, right, Mythology guy?
Of course. I mean, we're YouTubers. I hope we would be.
Nah, you never know, though. No. What was I going to say? Some stuff. I think I was paying attention, but I've now forgotten. I'm assuming this is all A-level Britain
I went into...
history
Oops,
stuff.
sorry.
Oh, no, you go.
Like, well, Britain stuff.
It's all Britain stuff, I think. Ooh.
Boy, this... As I do...
Right, I've returned.
Oh, crap. I didn't mean to... Go.
I'm assuming everyone saw that.
So what?
Mystery.
Put the link to the stream and Canoe's Discord server, so maybe more people will join.
Okay, right. Play. I know how to do this. I'm so slow. We gave ourselves planning time and everything, and we're still.
True. I think the problem is just... I don't know if there's... I guess the problem is I don't want to fiddle with the stream too much in case, we are live.
Sam, it's funny you
What is
mentioned
my
that because I'm
nickname
thinking
going
of
to
getting
be?
into Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, of course. I gave you a good recommendation on Twitter. How's that going?
Yeah. I haven't started yet because I'm not going to start till the semester's over, but that'll be this Friday. And someone in the chat just said that I sound like the Daleks.
Right. Okay.
And
I am
I think
super
Lissy's
Mac.
profile is of female master? I've forgotten the name.
Is Lizzie in the game?
Oh, what is the female master?
Is that Lissy?
Lissy's probably James Callahan.
Yeah.
There's like a very high chance.
I've got the least interesting name. I'm assuming you're
Right.
Super Mac Meal.
Yes, we're starting.
Nice choice.
Guess which one I am.
Sam, I think. Oh God.
When was the Suez Crisis?
Oh, I did
I need
a
to tap on
project on this in high school. I should know this.
I'm watching it through the stream and it's so slow. There is a lag on my end, which means there'll be a lag on everyone's end.
Oh, so
which
I'm
is
just
good.
gonna like nail this because I'm gonna have the advantage. Oh, people have given answers though. Or some people. Has the question showed up yet on the stream?
Yeah. We're on the
Okay.
results tab.
They just showed up on my end. Oh, the question just showed up.
Oh my god, that is quite some lag. I can't check the chat at all at the moment.
I got a pop-out chat on my end.
There is severe delay,
The fact that James Callahan didn't get anything.
and he's red twice.
Yeah, I don't know how that's happened. Let's see if it works out better this time.
Right. I do know the answer to
Wait,
this.
what's
so
the
I just have to-
TGWU?
That is the
Trade and General Workers Union.
yeah.
Oh,
This
I have no
You'll
idea.
be
I'm just
tested on your knowledge of British politics from the 1950s to 1970s. This quiz.
Now, how do you think I felt during the Wild West stuff?
At least with this, there's a 1 in 4 chance you got it right.
Yes.
This is fair.
The odds are slightly more in my favour than they were before.
Oh, Sam's slid up the board, and
Nice.
so has a dude.
Oh, I wonder who that dude is. Oh, what is question?
Oh my god.
Oh no, I've done it wrong.
I didn't even look at the number I picked.
Oh.
If I'm being honest.
No, I did get it right. I thought
How
it was
could
17.
you not possibly know what the exact majority is in a certain election in Britain?
I got it right. Woo!
Woo!
I just randomly guessed.
And Churchill's Prime Minister, what position did Macmillan hold?
Boy, I wish I knew who Macmillan was.
He was
Yeah.
he was a British Prime Minister later on.
He was
He was a
this
couple
guy
of
with
prime
a moustache.
ministers after the second lot of Churchill.
Ah, darn it. I was gonna guess housing minister, but then I thought that wasn't a real thing, so I went to foreign
He
secretary.
built,
Now, back then
personally,
we did.
single-handedly built 300,000 homes every year under Churchill,
Oh yeah,
all by his own bare hands.
and yes.
What's a Bevanite?
I love
Bevan
how-
was a politician, and so Bevanites are like his followers, and
Oh,
they've
God.
just kind of
That sounds culty.
it
Hang
was
on. Is that right?
yes, spectacles are yeah.
What?
Ah,
no.
Oh,
no,
yes, I got it
that's-
right.
Two of them
No.
are essentially the same with each.
I thought it was about prescriptions.
Well, prescriptions. Yeah, it is also about prescriptions.
I
But
see.
prescriptions, like, also relating to spectacles, dentures.
Bevanite
Right,
sounds
okay.
like Revenite.
It does sound like Revenant. What surprising thing did Bevan announce in 1957? I mean, none of these are really.
I feel like everyone's going to be feeling
green.
quite lost. 'Cause I only know this stuff because I spent 2 years studying it.
I mean, to be fair, the only surprising one was he would stand as a Conservative MP in the 59 election.
That would be.
Lizzie's had to go.
Oh, that's a shame.
Bye, Lizzie.
We'll see her around.
Yeah,
Should we just check before I go on to the next question that we've got someone in the chat who can moderate?
I can check the chat as well.
That's true.
I've got the chat window open.
I haven't actually given Mythology Guy any
Yeah, I was gonna say,
moderating powers.
I noticed
He
that
gave
like an hour
Cass
ago. I was
theology
like,
powers before he gave me, and I'm on the
Oh
stream.
wow!
I know.
I'm
I couldn't
sorry.
believe that.
I hope you don't take that to heart.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I'm
Gecko
kidding. I'm
moderate
kidding.
powers if he's still here.
I'm
just
kidding.
Just gonna make this slightly bigger so people can actually see it and put it in the middle. I don't have to put up with my
Right.
boring face. There we go.
Epic. Next question. When was the Night of the Long Knives?
Oh,
The
it's
Macmillan version.
I shouldn't
That's like so
Loving the
specific because
clip
it's
art.
like a historical event named after another historical event.
I know.
It's a bit meta.
That is a very meta event. The
The
stream
Night
apparently is
of
one
the
question
Long
behind still.
Knives.
A dude. A dude is doing very well. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, he is.
When was the Profumo affair uncovered?
I have to
Oh.
get this one right.
Yeah.
If I don't, I will not
Well, the
unlist the
question-
video.
Yeah.
I should
Well,
just
I mean,
start
you
picking
did a whole
blue
video
for
on
every
it.
answer.
Yeah. I did a whole video on the Profumo affair. If I don't get that
If
right,
in doubt,
what am I
go
even
blue.
doing on YouTube?
I'm gonna
So
pick
you
blue
seem
for
to
every
be
answer
ahead.
now because I feel like it's been every answer.
When did rationing end?
It's down to the month as well. That's harsh.
Oh, come on.
That is a really mean question. Oh man, I was a
Yes!
month out.
That's just luck at that point. That's not skill. I know spend is
pure
everything,
skill.
but
Mythology
quite-
Guy knows everything about British politics from the 1950s.
Blue.
Yeah, I'm going
Always blue.
That I feel like it's been every question so far.
yeah, it has been a bit of a pattern.
The thing is, like,
Oh.
when I played this with the same Kahoot with a different group of people, that was the same thing that got noticed. Was
See.
that most of the answers are blue.
Did they?
The stream
notice
is
the
one question
specificity?
behind.
Oh,
Oh man.
that's not so good.
What caused?
Eat on the euro.
Yeah, a
The-
yeet on the euro.
I should know this. Jeez,
Do you think in like an alternate universe, those are some of the terms people use for run on the pound?
Hopefully. I mean, a dash on the dollars would work the other way around.
a dash on a dollar.
And
I
the
thought it was
sprint
going
on
to
the
be
sterling.
that.
And then a yeet on the euro just doesn't work, but it's funny.
I like how two people chose it anyway.
Yeah, I think the stream is just on.
I want to
just
know if that
started
comment
question.
pop up. Who's got? That was then.
Now sharing screens. Blue. Damn
Wasn't blue.
Yellow.
You're a year out, man.
Some of these like really specific. What year did this happen? Stuff.
Mm.
That always strikes me as the worst bit of history.
Sam just moved up, and he has the biggest disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm impressed. It's just like
that is impressive. Now, well, the thing is, this Kahoot is designed for the purposes of learning all the gritty details for like revision for exams, rather
I
than
see.
general knowledge. It would be fun to
I
do
see.
some kind of general knowledge history, but then I might
Oh.
reveal how terrible my history general knowledge is.
Darn it! I
True.
didn't pick one.
Ah, distracted you.
Yes, you distracted me.
The beaching report. I've just got that image of when we threw a model train into a wooden train track or whatever it was. It was like the beaching report.
Yeah.
I wonder where that clip is.
Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh man, that brings me back.
Oh, of course, yeah. No, I remember what you mean.
Yeah, that you remember that.
That thing, yeah.
Find the American.
That project.
I found the plan for it the other day.
Oh, that was glorious. I still feel
What's
like
the
that's
answer to this one?
Oh, God knows. That's more of this
Oh, I got it right.
literal penny pinching. To be fair, I got it right as well.
It's just a flex on how much knowledge Lizzie has.
How many TV sets were in use?
I think. Oh, by 1960.
I like the idea that some man was like going around counting in everyone's house, just like,
Yes.
how many TV
Just
sets have you
broke in.
got here?
I knew it would be a lot because it's post-Kennedy assassination.
No, it's pre-Kennedy assassination. 60.
Wait, yeah, pre-Kennedy. Never mind. Oh.
It's post-coronation.
The logic still got you the right answer, though.
True. I'm just nitpicking.
Wow.
I'm doing specific detail nitpicking.
Oh, mythology guys come up.
Oh.
I should just be ashamed of myself at this point.
No, you shouldn't. I knew we knew what you meant.
Sure.
It's
You knew what I meant before I knew what I meant.
exactly, and that's what matters.
How many people? I don't know. I'm just gonna guess blue again.
Blue
on.
was wrong.
I'm gonna start guessing yellow at this rate.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna move over to yellow betting.
Yellow betting.
Oh, actually, I did know this one.
Oh, yeah, you don't think yellow
What is
betting's
it?
going to be so good here?
I think it's either red or blue, and I think it's that would be telling.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I
Both
was
of the
wrong
top
anyway.
two are
Oh,
yeah,
come on!
satirical.
I went
I
with
thought
red or blue, and I chose blue. I'm not.
I chose blue as well.
Oh,
Blue.
man.
I thought,
Oh, Brighton! I learned about this recently.
what's more?
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna get this
Some
one
mods and
wrong.
rockers had a fight in Brighton. In a
I've
year.
got it wrong, but I
are
don't
those
mind.
gangs?
Sort of, but not really. It's more of a fashion
Or
thing.
just youth subcultures just decide to have a massive fight in Brighton in 1964.
Well, I was way off. I like the fact that you've got like 14 points ahead.
Yeah.
You're just. I think everyone else put together.
Ooh. Okay, I know that England wasn't.
Ooh.
So.
Yes, this is one of those. What do you mean? It's obviously yellow.
It hasn't specified that it was West Germany, though. That's shocking.
Yeah, but for a thing about
I'm
like
criticising
specific
this
pedantic
question.
details, it's
Yeah.
not pedantic enough.
Not pedantic enough, because it wasn't the whole of... It was just West Germany that joined.
Yeah. Oh, what was it?
Oh, was it?
Dun,
Maybe
dun,
I'm...
dun.
Oh, it's our old mate.
Yay!
I think I know this too. Yes!
The goal. I get it.
Yes! Charles de Gaulle.
That picture was inspired.
I would like to know what a dude is doing to somehow, despite the delay advantage, be doing that well.
Well, who do you think a dude is?
Oh, man. Is that a dude?
It's a dude. I know that much.
Yeah.
Don't know which dude though.
I'm dumb.
How?
In every sense of the word.
Look at it this way. Somehow I'm doing worse.
Who do you think a dude is?
What?
Oh no, it was
I, I don't know which dude.
I see. That is the mystery that will probably be revealed at some point when I can be bothered.
No one will ever know.
Oh, I know who Nasser is. I had a friend who was obsessed with him.
Obsessed with him.
I'm interested in the history way or a kind of not so good way.
Or in the waifu way.
Wait.
Nasser.
Oh, gonna be that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not.
Ooh.
That
I
one's a
think
tough one because there are a couple
Yeah,
of dates and there's slightly different types of bombs or whatever.
I've gone for I've gone for yellow. Well, that
Got
was
it right.
wrong.
Went for blue. I was like, it's either 52 or 54, and then I was like, I should go with the earlier one because first.
Responding to Lissy, no, we have not got to socialist soiree yet.
Socialist soiree.
Harold Wilson was a Bevanite, true or false? There's only.
Well, mythology guy, you now know what a Bevanite is, so let's see if you know who Harold Wilson is.
God, this must be.
Should have gone with blue.
I got it wrong too.
Yeah, I just assumed he wasn't into prescriptions and stuff.
I thought he was meant to be more of a kind of centre of the Labour Party.
Yeah, I thought he was like.
They're not really a Bevanite or a Gatescalite.
No, did we actually just not know this topic at all?
Yeah, it would appear.
Yeah.
It would appear to be the case.
Seems like we don't have any right to do, like, say, an A-level podcast that we've tried to do.
Well, it's fine so long as we have the information in front of us.
True. So for people who have just joined, I've noticed a few people have just joined. We are doing a live Kahoot. The Kahoot pin is, I did write it down, it is 729-270 if you want to come and join us.
Hello to the new people, although I can't open the chat because my screen's being shared at the moment. But hello. What value did the pound drop to following a major dock strike under Wilson's government? That is a very specific question.
That is oddly specific. Like, what exact number? How are we meant to
blue?
Yeah. Blue's safe.
Oh, it worked.
I really don't see a situation where our money is worth that much or that little. Okay, right. So I do know the answer to this one. Finally.
Babs Castle.
Babs Castle. Babs. You don't hear Babs anymore, do you? That's a very, like, 60s
not really.
name. Hi, I'm
Oh,
Babs.
imagine if James Callahan does not guess James Callahan.
Oh no, he didn't.
Didn't
Most people got it,
James
James, believe in yourself, man.
James Callahan went for dinner.
Sad times.
No,
Lizzie's
he's
by
back.
the way.
Oh, epic.
Okay, who was the leader in 1969 who strong? Gee, I wonder who that could possibly be. Why has it got the 7 elves from Snow White?
That is a very good question. That meant to be,
bet you, like,
because it's a union.
7 dwarves.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Transport and General Workers Union, just walking along.
Ah, damn
I
it.
thought oh no, Frank Cousins wasn't.
Yeah, because Frank Cousins was earlier. We sat there smuggling.
Of technology. I forgot.
Man, imagine not knowing.
He'd been incorporated into government by that point.
Yeah, so Harold Wilson tried to, in order to placate the Trade and General Workers Union, gave Frank Cousins a job as the Minister of Technology, and I don't think he really wanted it, from memory. It was just like, okay, I don't know about technology, but sure.
It didn't work out very well.
No. They and of course they didn't like In Place of Strife, which was like trade union reforms and stuff. Lots of controversies.
Abolition of hanging.
Oh, missed a question. Did I ever tell you the story about that?
It was
about
the
me
summer of
taking
'69.
5. Bryan Adams ended capital punishment.
Brian Adams.
That's who sung Summer of '69, right? I've not just made a massive mistake in front of a few people.
A few people.
I was
Oh,
about to say,
I
like,
just found out. Can I real quick give a shout out to my buddy? This is Barris. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday to Barris.
Is
Happy birthday,
Barris
Barris.
here?
I
Happy
don't know.
birthday, Barris.
I don't know if he's here,
But,
and
you know.
I messaged his Discord about it, but I just figured I'd give him a shout out.
nice.
Happy birthday to Barris.
Happy
You know,
birthday.
sing a nice little happy birthday. Do you think that would work with the internet connection?
I heard
We
that
sing
happy
together.
birthday is actually copyrighted.
Is it?
Now that's an interesting one. I think it was, but it's recently gone into... I don't
Oh.
know if the stream is stopped. It says the stream is back on. Right,
Okay,
guys, if
that's
you
good.
can hear me, please write Babs in the chat.
Babs.
Babs.
Babs. Say Babs, everyone. Babs. Okay, right, people can hear us.
Excellent.
Right, I think what happened is I'm on a Wi-Fi thing, and I think I nudged it with my chat.
Oh,
So it's
that
not
that
the
was
internet
dangerous.
mistake. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I'm really sorry, everyone. That is all on me. Soz.
Okay.
But yes. Okay.
Divorce Reform Act. Oh, I was gonna click 69. Come on.
It was actually the summer of '69.
Yeah. Well, literally all of the liberalising, like liberal legislation in Britain happened within the space of about 5 years between 1965 and 1970.
Yeah. Because that's when that's when the Labour government was in the '60s.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you
Okay.
for telling me this, because now it's gonna help me with this. Not much though.
Not much.
Not much, because all the answers...
I'm gonna guess again. It was the summer of '69. Damn it.
Athenian Swain just hit answer streak 4. Oh, I forget that the scoreboard doesn't necessarily include everyone.
No, it's...
There we go, there's some more liberalising legislation for you.
Oh, finally one that affects me. That one.
69.
If I don't get this right, please just
That would be
delete my
shocking. Yep. I don't know how I can delete, I just log in on your behalf.
channel. Yeah.
I need to steal your login details first.
I feel like everyone knows that now.
What, your login details?
Yeah, them too. And you see, I don't know this.
That is a good question.
That
looks like a nice year.
Was it before the... Oh crap, I already clicked.
Quite formal. It's like, is that some sort of like... You sure that's like gay pride, not just like business white collar pride?
It feels, because it's in black and white, it just kind of feels wrong, because Pride's like a really colourful event.
Very colour, yeah.
No one got it.
To be fair, I didn't get that.
No one got it?
Yeah. Oh,
Hold on, can you guys speak for a sec?
Yep.
hello.
Okay, good. Everything went quiet, so I was afraid.
That
Oh,
looks
no,
like
it's
a really
just
tasty school
science.
dinner.
Ooh, it actually looks like an English school dinner, to be fair.
It does. It's
Ooh,
on one of
got
those
that
trays.
correct.
It's just got that sort of like
Oh,
sad.
I didn't get that one right.
Oh, good news. Lizzie says the delay isn't too bad. Knock on wood.
Oh, that's good.
Do you guys have that over there? Knock on wood?
Yeah, we do.
Okay,
Though,
sweet.
I feel like I think we say touchwood as well. At least I've heard
Yeah.
of that. It's one of those things where I feel like we've nicked it from the States, as with everything else.
Generally, I don't hear people saying touch wood rather than knock on wood.
I hear exclusively knock on wood. Wood.
Who knows?
How many?
I'm not
That's-
the best judge of British culture, really.
That is a
British culture to
specific
me
question.
is all I know of British culture is through Harry Potter and memes.
The important things in
through-
life.
A little bit through Winnie the Pooh. I just assume that in childhood you guys run around in the woods all the time.
Oh no, we don't do that. It's health and safety.
I ran around in the woods lots as a child.
A woman, I think, Mary Shelley. I think.
Yeah, Florence Nightingale sounds like a made-up name.
Oh no, she's a real person. She's
Well, apparently she is.
she was like a really important nurse in like the Victorian times. So actually, that sort of makes sense.
She
I think-
also
Got it off with Queen Victoria, apparently.
Well, in the
True.
play.
Oh, in the play. Well,
Yeah, it's a play.
I was reading that.
It
Oh.
was equal.
was in the play Early Morning. Who gets off with Queen Victoria? Not who actually got off with Queen Victoria.
Look, you just don't know anymore, especially if you're half reading things like me.
It's all about context, paying attention.
Oh, that's a spicy one. Right, so it was passed, it was put into law in 1970, but never actually.
It didn't come into effect until
effect until-
1975.
So I voted for 75.
Also, save that number for later. You might want it.
What? Lizzie said that.
No, I have said that.
Ah. No spo-
Oh, hey, it's a good thing you said that.
oh,
Anyone who doesn't get this right.
sort of feel like voting 76 just to be difficult. To challenge my lead because I'm that much of a, I don't know, not narcissist, but like.
Hey, you're still in second, man.
Yeah, because you're so far ahead. You've got like some points.
Some points. Oh,
Ah.
oh, it's
If I don't
not
get
Our
this
Lady.
one, if I don't get this one, I should ban my own channel.
The legend, the one, the only.
The worst person. Well, one of
I
them.
don't know.
She's up there, top 10.
Who put Margaret Thatcher? Reveal yourself.
I don't know a thing about British politics in my defense. I don't know a
Ma'am.
single thing.
So Mary Whitehouse was this massive like moral crusader. She was like one of these people who complained that like films were too violent, and I think probably video games are too violent, and really didn't like gay people and that sort of thing. She's just a thoroughly awful human being, in my opinion.
See, my apologies. I just heard one of you say the legend itself, and I thought Margaret Thatcher.
When I said that, I knew you'd be thinking that.
That's the only person on that list I recognized. And I don't even know a thing about Margaret Thatcher besides that she existed.
Margaret Thatcher, the milk snatcher.
Sure, yeah, Thatcher Milk Snatcher. She did some stuff.
I'm aware she
Snatched
did
some
stuff.
milk.
She probably wouldn't be remembered if she didn't do stuff.
Don't know. We remember Alec Douglas Human. He did nothing.
Well, no, we remember him because we've studied him very. I say study. He gets like one paragraph in the whole textbook because he was prime minister for 6 months.
And he just did absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, he wasn't really prime minister for that long.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
I mean, in
that's
the
like-
grand-
That's like trying to be a Roman emperor during the 3rd century. You don't get much done.
that is a good historical joke. I approve. Don't think you need my approval.
Thank you.
Let's face it, we're all just seeking Byron's approval.
Please.
Just at me next time.
Right. 47 out. Wait, we're over halfway through this Kahoot.
Wow.
We're halfway
I-
there.
I think
Copyright
people in the
striked.
chat-
I was already saying the summer of '69. That would have gotten us copyright striked a long time ago.
True.
Random number.
I,
What was that about people in the chat?
I had an idea, but I have genuinely forgotten what I was going to say.
I should just do random at this point.
Yeah. It's one of those things
Oh,
where...
James Callahan is
Squidward on a
making a
chair.
comeback.
I like Lizzie. Lizzie is
Yeah,
amazing.
Squidward on a chair. What did Harold Wilson give to the US during the Vietnam War? I dread to think.
I should know this.
Oh, that was good.
Moral support.
I love the picture.
French.
Friendship. Give me some friendship, please.
Because the Vietnam War was very unpopular in the UK, but at the same time, the dependency on America, and as we're kind of basically declining, trying not to
moral
get
support
squashed
was
by America,
correct?
there's like pressure.
Yeah.
And so Harold Wilson was in this tricky position where, like, on a kind of global scale, he needed to support the US, but everyone in the country was like, we hate the Vietnam War. So he ended up compromising by giving moral support.
Which, I mean, I guess means something.
Everyone hated the Vietnam War.
Oh, yeah, but we're just a bit more, I don't know, we can usually sort of stand up to our government a bit more. What did the Labour... now...
Socialist soiree.
Sorry. I mean, to be fair, isn't this sort of true now?
I have no idea.
Oh, a socialist soiree. We've made it to that point.
We've hit the socialist soiree nadir now. Yeah, I know the answer to this one.
What is it?
That would be Canada.
You've got a 50% chance here. Don't get it wrong.
Blue.
Mm-mm. Could be triangle or diamond.
Yeah. One of the ones. 50-50. 51-49.
Nailed it.
I am sad now.
Wait, what? I got it wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, Harold Wilson
Harold
was.
Wilson.
Oh,
He was the first. Wait,
I did know
I was
that.
about to.
Oh,
Hold on. Can we just do this one?
No, it's
It
a
was
slightly...
it's similar.
Right, so Edward Heath was a Conservative PM. The first guy was a Labour PM.
I
I
was,
love these specific details. You can. Oh,
I
I'm
was
so
about to
past
say in
A-level history
response to you that Edward Heath was the first conservative. He wasn't the first to be educated in a state school, but he was the first Conservative leader to be educated in a state school. And then it came up as the question, and I was like, oh, I'm going to shut up now.
He was.
Up to 5 places, a random man is the highest climber.
Oh, nice. A dude is still in second place. God, he's so great, that
Wow.
dude. I love
Yes.
him. When was the Yom Kippur War? I do know the answer to this.
Past.
I think.
It was either
I should know the answer to this.
1973, 1974, 1975, or 1976.
Gee,
Hope that
I wonder
helps.
which one it is.
I have a gut feeling that the number 7 was in there.
Well,
There you go,
we will
right.
have to. Yep. You will not
Very
gain
much.
on me.
Well, I
Oh,
don't
that's
think I can.
specific.
It's physically impossible for me to do that now.
If in doubt, go blue.
How many days were
Do you think if you just wrote that as the...
When this fact came up in our lesson, everyone was like, but there aren't that many days in a year.
Oh my god.
And then it was just a debate about how you fit that many days into a year.
Can I'd like to clarify something. Like, do you think if you just wrote that exact number in, like, the 25 marker or whatever for A-level history, you'd just get full grades? Like, full marks,
I
8
think
star.
you should, yeah, you should. Definitely.
Like,
if I find with the history course or like a certain topic, I'll always learn like one really specific number like that, just kind of for my own amusement, and then try and find a way to stick that into one of my answers. So I just have this really specific number in there.
What's the name that our school gave to that? Was that spend?
Yeah, spend.
Yeah, spend. I don't know if anyone else uses that, you see.
I've been introducing spend.
I see. You've been proselytizing Strand?
Yes.
It's like strand and spend
Strand.
put together. What would the T be? Would that
Who
be,
is numb?
the National Union of Miners?
Yes.
As in people in mines, not children.
You heard of the miners' strikes?
Okay, because I was gonna say miners would work with both dwarves and like short, tiny people.
Yes. Very true. Okay, right, I have actually got Skype working on the other computer now. Not that we'll need it today.
Pianos are cool.
Edward Heath played the piano. There's your fun fact.
I do quite like events, dear boy events. Though.
It's good,
But it's not actually...
but it's not
That's
from
Macmillan.
Heath.
Oh my
That's-
god,
yeah,
I was
stealing
gonna
from Ellen.
say that. I was gonna say who governs Britain, but then I thought, we never had it so good sounds like a better campaign slogan.
So, before we go on to the next question, Macmillan said in a speech, I think in 57, 58 or something like that, so at the height of his, of that period.
When he was
of
Super
Conservative
Mac.
rule.
That's
when he was
my
Super Mac.
pun in my name. Is he's known as
Yeah.
Super Mac.
Yeah, because he was considered quite a great guy at the time. He did a rally or something, and he said something along the lines of, but not quite, we've never had it so good. In reference to like living standards and the economy and that sort of thing after the war. So that's sort of become one of his like almost meme statements. And then
Also,
events did...
Yeah.
Kind of like
Events did
Nixon's "I am not a crook."
I was going to say, yeah, it is sort of like that, or it's not quite like Make America Great Again, because it wasn't like an official slogan or something like that. It's like a phrase that he just became known for using. So yeah, I think actually that's probably the closest one, the Nixon example. Or,
I am not a crook.
or actually, the JFK one, the ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
So it's sort of like that, but like more low key, I guess. It's not like something that like you'd find on like bumper stickers or something like that.
Or caps.
Yes.
Where
And
is
then-
my Dear Boy events cap? I need one.
Yes. Now that, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Jasmine, that was that was something he said in private to, I think, like Anthony Eden or someone like that.
But as I understand it, kind of became his standard answer for things. You know, you
Yeah,
ask him a
'cause-
tough question, it's just like, events, dear boy,
Dear boy,
events.
Like when, at the end of his, like, peak premiership where things just started falling apart around him, like, you know, firing all his MPs or the scandals and stuff like that, like the Profumo affair. I think that just became his stock answer because he just got a bit fed up and annoyed. Anyway, let's crack on with the
Adopt
quiz.
it. Let's see.
I did think of making it my YouTube channel description at one point. Now
Events,
this is to
dear
do with
boy.
Northern Ireland, I just want to
Yeah,
clarify.
this
We
is
didn't do
Northern
this
Ireland, yeah.
in England. This is not an England thing.
Yeah. Although it's weird because
Oh crap!
Um,
I should.
you'd think
Oh,
that Northern
I-
Ireland would count as like foreign affairs, but technically it's internal because Northern Ireland's part of the UK.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
my
it's
god,
just
I'm an idiot. Frick! I got no excuse for being wrong on that.
Don't you?
Oh! I know this.
The
That was
excitement.
that was some genuine excitement over that.
Yeah. Well, this is a nice kind of trick question because in the A-level history course we did the modern Britain, and then we also did Tsarist and Communist Russia, and Tsarist and Communist Russia also had a Bloody Sunday that happened in January, so it's got like the 9th of
Yeah.
January as well, just to confuse you.
Right, okay. Now, I can't remember, it's Bloody Sunday the stairs thing in Russia?
There's.
Well, I remember from the film Battleship Potemkin. There's a bit, there's like a massacre
It
or
was,
something that happens on the staircase.
Father something or other. They were
yeah,
going
father.
to lead a petition for workers'
Yeah.
rights, and then they got fired upon as they approached
That's
the
it,
Winter
yeah, that's the
Palace.
Yes, I think that is the thing that's in Potemkin. I know it's around that time because Potemkin is a ship for mutiny. I think. Oh,
Yeah.
I've got another one of these date questions.
Sorry, Lizzie, I'm not trying to be mean, but all
We're
these
going on a
questions-
date.
Oh crap! Sorry for the noise.
Is this a date? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, this is a date.
Oh,
It is.
triple
Wait.
date.
Well, no, there are 4 options for dates there, so you know.
Ah.
When was the Sunningdale Agreement?
Well, I was gonna say who's the third wheel, but then like, so okay, so who's the third and who's the fourth wheel?
I think we're. I don't know.
We're all the
Like
wheels.
Yeah, we're
We're all
joint
wheel.
third wheel.
We're just 4 separate wheels.
We're all just third and fourth wheeling each other like crazy. Hey,
Oh, I got one right.
my answer.
Woo!
Nice.
You know why I was excited with the Bloody Sunday thing?
Why?
Because I know a song called Bloody Sunday, and it put
Yep.
that song
you too.
ahead, and it's like, oh, I missed this song.
Is that you too?
Yes,
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Sunday.
yes. Whoever that
Yeah,
is.
you too.
You too.
And it was about
Formerly-
Bloody Sunday, so you know.
Yeah. Formerly respected band, U2.
Formerly respected.
Oh no, what'd they do?
iTunes gift, U2.
Stonks. Oh man.
Wow, we're so trendy.
The memes in this are
Yeah.
just wonderful.
high quality.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do.
If in doubt, go blue. It works for me.
Hey, I did.
Is it?
Hey! The twin evils. Not me and Byron.
Yes. I don't think Callahan would be a particularly big fan of me. I don't know.
No, because you're like in a higher spot on the leaderboard than Callahan.
That's true, actually, yeah. I'm beating him like Thatcher beat him in the 79 election.
Well, Callahan's made it into 3rd.
Hey,
Cam
oh
just
no.
overtook.
Sam.
Or no. I just fused Callahan and Sam to make Cam.
Oh,
Can't get away to marry you today. I don't remember this.
this
My
is a
wife won't
brilliant
let me.
thing.
Can't get away to marry you today. I don't want to anymore. That's my answer.
This is essentially Callahan called a general election by singing a song to Parliament. And this was part of the song that he sang. And everyone was left very confused because they were like, is he trying to call an election? What is this guy trying to say?
Oh, that is brilliant. I had no idea about that. That's
You
new
need to
information me.
find the video. This was something Lissy taught me.
What, this was
Hence,
taped?
yeah, there's a video of it I have seen.
Oh my god. He was a man.
Was a man. He was a man.
Yeah. See, he's often overlooked because he was in charge for about 5 minutes after Harold Wilson resigned.
Mm.
To be fair, that's a massive exaggeration. It was like 3 years or something like that.
Yeah.
I assume the leader wouldn't be in charge for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's more Alec Douglas Hume
Yes. Oh, Billy the Con is the
Oh,
highest climb.
I'm off the leaderboard
Oh.
now.
And Athenian
Oh, no.
Swain's made it to the leaderboard.
Hey, just going to check the chat. Oh, we've got some new people.
Oh, hello, new
Hello.
people.
Hang on, I'm just going to... Right, I think I know the answer to that one. BRB guys.
Oh,
For like 5 seconds.
the question's playing. I don't know if he's answered.
If he hasn't, that gives me a chance to
This
climb
is
back.
your chance, yes. Oh, I got it wrong this one, so... Well, appreciate the changes. Oh no, he did.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Ah,
Hello?
darn it, he's back.
back.
I mean, oh, hello.
Hello?
Oh, nice to see you too. Right. Sorry, just had to close the blinds. It is too hot today.
It is.
Okay.
Blanket
when-
protests.
that's an interesting way of putting. When did the dirty protests start?
Well, the dirty protest didn't start until 2 years later. Come on, man. Everyone knows that. Do you know what the dirty protest is, Mythology guy?
Not a freaking clue.
Oh.
It's exciting. Well, it's not really. It's quite sad, but
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Glitty, you're from Barris's Discord.
Oh, hello, person from Barris's Discord.
hello, Discord guy.
He's telling me to advertise the Revolution, which is Barris's Discord server. It's just all French Revolution themed.
I see.
There you go. There you go. I did it. And
Oh,
That
tell
is
Barris to get in
wonderful.
here.
That was a shout out and a half.
yep. So the dirty protest, right? Essentially, a load of Catholics were being interned and like unfairly imprisoned in Northern Ireland, and then they lost their status as special category status as like political prisoners. They were kind of classed on the same level as other prisoners, and so their way of protesting this was to initially just rather than wrap themselves, they'd like wear nothing except a blanket, and then later on they upped their protesting by refusing to leave their cells, which meant they couldn't go to the toilet, so they started smearing poo on the walls, and that was the dirty protest.
Wow.
Mm.
Catholics are crazy. And I can say that because I am part Catholic.
I see. I see. I do not have that privilege.
You don't have Catholic privileges?
Catholic
No, I don't.
privilege.
Nah. I've got like some other ones, but you know, in the religion trading
Cards.
cards dispute, I
Religion
I don't have the Catholic card.
The Catholic card. Oh, Mythology Guides made it back onto the leaderboard.
Huzzah!
There we
my
go.
boy! Fantastic.
Oh, James Callahan's now at 8 correct answers in a row.
Good for Callahan.
Finally, some success for Callahan. Right, I'm just going to lowball that and assume 60%.
But there's a woman on the banknote, so they must be rich.
Yeah, but that's the Queen. She's like the exception to the rule.
Ah, nailed it. 70%.
Oh yeah, got it right.
I said 60. I was just that much of a pessimist.
I am
Yeah.
4,000 behind Sam.
See if you can beat Sam.
Oh, I'm not gonna beat Sam, and he's got a delay.
That's true. Oh, that's a good question. Go with that one. Being pessimistic again.
I think it was higher because that was like the peak of their
Yeah.
popularity. Was at
Oh,
70s.
pessimistic in terms of choosing higher.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, actually, as I was saying that, I just like
Yeah, that
No,
having
no, that's
National
not what I
Front
meant.
candidates is not a good thing.
no. Oh, you're right.
Oh,
Eek, that's scary.
rock against racism.
If Eric Clapton isn't one of the choices,
Eric Clapton's not.
just to confuse people, because
That
this
would
is
be
the
a
reason
good
why it
way to
started.
confuse people, though. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know the answer to this.
You should have Queen and then the Queen.
University would
Clap,
put on.
Yeah. No, I think it was actually Weezer.
I'm sorry. The random dude. A dude is under threat from James Callahan now.
That's true, yeah. James Callahan is coming after me. I mean, a dude.
James Callahan has 6 questions.
That guy needs to step his game up. Whoever a dude is.
I don't know who he is.
that is some
There's
lag.
no meme for this. This is very sad.
Yeah, it's just Cahoot's weird slow gif. Oh, no, I didn't get it right. James Callahan is going to just destroy a dude. Oh, I think this might be the question for you.
Agrarian socialism.
I can't see any of the options at the moment. It's just on the question.
Yeah, I don't
okay,
see
right.
any.
Oh,
I think it's
Marxism.
this is my
I guess.
advantage.
that is some multicoloured hair.
That is. We need hair like that. We should all go, once lockdown's done, we all go and get hair like that.
Nah, I'm keeping my hair dark black, thanks.
I keeping my hair slicked back. Maybe I could color my goatee though.
Oh,
Oh, dun dun dun! Swearing on live TV? How dare they?
oh, it's obviously the Beatles.
Lord, how controversial. I'm guessing. Oh wait! Oh God! Oh
think,
man, I feel stupid.
I think it was like John Lennon who did the Navy SEALs copy pasta live on TV.
Oh no.
Hold on a second. People are outraged that they're swearing before their name.
I know. People are weird.
The year of European conservation. And after that, they gave up any kind of conservation in Europe.
They just went, the environment, who gives?
Who needs the environment?
It's only, our survival. Lol. It's going to do up one of my top buttons. Fear of being mistaken for being on another kind of stream.
Hey guys, when did Britain join the EEC?
One of those years, I think.
Wait, what?
I think it's one of the ones on the screen.
That's
Not
yeah.
sure.
I feel like that's
Could
a
be wrong.
reasonable suggestion.
Blue has failed me more than it's helped.
Yeah, no, it's annoying because at the point where you discover, where you discovered that. That's what I was trying to say. Just slipped up in my head. You were right, and now it just seems to be more and more wrong. I feel like it's self-aware.
I tried it.
Oh, I don't know the answer to this. That is a guess. It's amazing what you
My
forget
cat is-
after 2 years.
My cat is snoring.
What kind of cat?
Oh, it's a barn cat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's black and white.
Oh no! I know this end.
This song is... It's not going to play the song, is it?
It's not gonna play. Oh, I don't want to get copyright striked, so I'm gonna have
what is
to
it?
leave it. It's the 1963. There's a musical about like the Profumo affair that was
Oh, yeah, I
played
see
many
something.
times in the sixth form. Like I just kind of walk into the common room and like half the people in there are just like 1963.
Is it?
Well, I'm going to go for the right answer. I've not heard it, so I'm just going to assume it's bad.
It is.
Sorry, Lissy.
I'm sorry, no offense to these people. No offense to the entirety of the year 12 at my sixth form.
By which you mean offence to the entirety of...
Oh, year 12 history class to be specific.
Oh, yeah. Hey, second place.
James Callahan made it to third. You've maintained your second.
Hey. But I just got absolutely
look at this.
clobbered by you.
Super McNeil. I love him at Kahoot. Runners up were Sam. And is there a button over here? Do we get to see the full leaderboard?
I hope we do. I'll be very disappointed if we don't.
Oh. We can replay the animation. I don't think we can see the full leaderboard. That's really sad.
Oh.
Get feedback.
Well, I'm going to give that Kahoot a solid some ratings.
Save results.
Oh, of course, yes. Yes, you can do that, can't you?
We did that before.
Yeah, it gives you like an Excel document or something. So make sure you're not sharing your whole desktop, otherwise whatever you've got opened up in Excel's just going to come up.
Yep. And what's it? View report. Let's see what chaos arises here.
Okay, so basically got half and half in terms of correct and incorrect questions. So it is incredible just what you
Need
forget when you're
help.
not studying.
Didn't finish. Oh, these poor people need help. That's really patronising.
Mythology guy, you need help.
You need help.
In my defense,
Oh, there are so
I'm an
many people
American.
on here that I didn't realise were here. Wow. Oh, this is... I love you.
I'm an American, so I was at a disadvantage.
That's true. I mean, you got some right.
I want to
Quite
see
good.
you guys do like a New England Kahoot thing.
Oh, anything American history related, I will do far worse. I'll be in the didn't finish category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, if I got you
There'll
guys
be like
to do...
a separate needs a lot of help category for us.
Yeah, just for me.
If I got you guys to do like a Boston Kahoot thing, oh, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Oh man, next time. Oh, and then you can see the breakdown of each question. How well people did. I feel like each question should have a "what on earth is this talking about" button. Oh, and the feedback. Oh, someone had a sad face. Someone didn't recommend. So it's got a 4.7 star rating. Well, that was
That's pretty
entertaining. I feel like I should probably stop sharing my screen now.
Yes, I will cut back to... Whilst you get everything sorted, I'll just... There we go. Cut back to the infamous picture.
The infamous picture, yes.
The infamous picture. I don't know. Is infamous the right word? I like it.
Oh, there's so much chat I've missed out on now because I had to share my screen.
Yes.
Ah, Alicia came 5th. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yes, congrats, Alicia. I don't know where Sam came. I think 4th?
I think Sam came 4th. If I
think-
remember correctly.
What is especially impressive is that, well, you guys, I mean, obviously, I had like a small little delay of a couple of seconds. At points, you guys were like almost half a minute behind. Like,
Yep.
You should take special pride
Yes.
in that.
Definitely.
You know, heart goes out to you. You guys are awesome.
Yep. I just noticed Michael Kirshner says he doesn't even know what bop means. So Mythology Guy, is bop a word that you would use in New England?
Wait, what?
Bop. Would you be like, this song's a bop?
I don't think anyone in
no.
England has used that term
You,
for like
you
50
wouldn't say
years.
that.
Okay,
Oh.
well, I
Like this is a
could.
jam.
That sounds like Zoomer slang. Like how we were talking about how I mentioned. Do you guys have lit over there? Bop
Yeah.
sounds similar to lit. Like this song is bopping or something. I don't know.
I've never actually heard anyone say this is a bop outside of things from like the 50s.
No,
It's not
it's
like
more,
it's the sort of
50s.
thing It's the sort of thing that would probably appear in that play from the 60s.
You'd
you
be
know?
like, yeah, a bop, or then you might be more likely to say it's a jam, or like a
Yeah.
banger.
Yeah, I was going
It's
to
a
say,
ba-
I've heard banger.
I've heard it's a banger. I've heard it's a
Yeah.
banger.
That is an
Hey,
international
Barris
term.
is here now.
Barris
Hello.
is here.
Okay, now that he's
Hello,
here, I can
Barris.
actually wish him a happy birthday properly.
Oh, Barris. Hello, Barris.
Hello, Bury.
Yeah, but
I reckon this Zoomer slang.
yes, Zoomer slang.
Zoomer slang.
Silly Zoomers.
Happy day of birth, Barris.
Yes. Everyone, bop to happy birthday.
Bob, a happy birthday to Barris.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday
Day
to you,
You.
Bop. Happy
Um,
birthday.
How would you?
Happy birthday.
I'd volunteer to sing it in French, but I don't want to curse you guys' ears.
That would be entertaining. We need this entertainment. And then Barris can judge your French. It will be better than mine. Like my 3 years of French at secondary school, in which I was like, "Ooh, French."
Now, even if I did speak proper French, I would have a Quebecois accent, which Barris says is an ugly accent.
Oh. You can sing Happy Birthday in French together. Oh. Flex your French, Byron.
Pardon?
French. Flex your French.
No.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mythology guy.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Byron. Je suis étudiant à l'université. J'étudie psychologie. Je suis super terrible à la français. I'm stopping this now.
Joyeux anniversaire, Barris.
Yes, joyeux anniversaire, Barry.
That's as far as I'm going. That's as far as I'm going.
It's one of those things, I don't know if you're the same. I'm really good at reading French, but speaking it is like my worst nightmare.
I ain't even good at reading it, man.
No, like I'll be able to respond to like French messages in the chat just fine, but like I've got that real just sort of. I'm terrible at talking to people in English as it is, as Jasmine knows. So my French
there's
skills
a
are
kind
even
of
worse.
fear, and you can't like pick up on the fact you're like, is this person's probably judging me, but I don't have the language skills to be able to properly pick up on if I'm being judged and respond to it.
Now you see, with English, like you can sort of you sort of know where you stand when you natively speak a language.
Yeah.
You don't know how much people are going to judge you.
Yes.
Well, this is
also,
actually
French
good
people
lead-ins.
have a bit of a reputation for judging people's language.
Well, I mean, from the one time that I did try speaking French to a French person who just responded back to me in English.
It reminds me, I was staying in kind of when I was in Switzerland over the summer. When we visited Geneva, we actually stayed on the other side of the French border because it's just that much cheaper. And we were like kind of renting a like holiday apartment for a couple of days, which was part of this French guy's house. And my mum, he didn't speak any English, and my mum just trying to communicate with him. She wanted to know if this was like his house, and she was trying to ask the question on very limited French, and she's just there like, "Je habite," and then like points to the area, and then she did that 3 or 4 times, and even I was just sat there like, "You're saying I live," and then finally the guy picked up on what she meant and laughed.
What would that be? Habitez-vous aussi? I mean, with a better accent than that, I presume. The thing is I feel like it's particularly embarrassing because I think I mentioned this before. I take a French module at uni. Well, I have done this semester.
Until it got cut short.
Well, until it got cut short. So all my vital language skills that I could have, I just don't. That's my excuse. And I'm sticking by that.
Yeah, your excuse, coronavirus is the
You said the word, you said the word.
Oh no, I didn't need to say it.
You said the C word, how could you?
I said the C word.
The demonetization parademons are coming.
Someone like bleep it out. I need to go back, find it in the editor, cut it out.
Brilliant. I've been trying to avoid saying that the whole time.
Oh man, I can't, but I was so close to making it. I'm disappointed in myself.
Aren't we all? But to get back to what you were saying.
Yes.
I've completely forgotten. Oh yeah, so I was taking French as a module this semester, and then, that happened, that thing that you mentioned.
That thing, yep. So
that got cut short. But before that, I've read French books, and watch a fair amount of French TV. Problem is I can understand people. I know what they're talking about. It's just the mental block of not knowing what to say back and how to construct sentences.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard enough coming up with things to say in English. And then to have that thing said in another language whilst trying to make it actually comprehensible in the other language.
Oh, yeah. The same. It's like...
Oh, man.
You just... I don't know, you just sort of run out of ideas, I tend to.
That reminds me, more and Shoulder Gang videos coming soon.
Yes, I was going to say, this is a good segue.
A video on the time I had to explain to a French, we're talking about French, he was a Swiss man, not a French man, a German-speaking Swiss man, why I thought a bus that said extra far on the front was funny.
That is a funny story. Oh, I was going to say, for people who don't know, End Shoulder Gang is mine and Jasmine's German language side project channel.
Just for our amusement, as we just mess around with languages mainly. And hopefully we can be understood.
Absolutely. I mean, if you thought my French was bad then, you are going to love my German. And Jasmine is really good at it. I'm just a bit of a mess up, but it's fun. Where am I?
Oh, well, the thing is that German's my first language that I'm learning outside of English, whereas French is your first, if you like, second language.
Yeah, I guess it is. Well, I mean, it depends on if you include Dutch. I don't, but some people might.
I mean, we can discuss what's the point of learning Dutch a different time.
Are you saying there's a point to learning Dutch?
Have you? Actually, you haven't been to the Netherlands, but neither of you have. But literally, you don't even have to open your mouth, and they will be talking to you in English.
Well, yeah, because they want to learn.
Like they look at you and they're just like, "There's an English person there."
I feel like Duolingo. I feel like it would be really helpful if on the Duolingo app they told you how many people in that country speak English already.
That would be useful.
Because
well, that would kind of kill the point of their app, though.
Well, no, because then people would learn French and Spanish and German and Russian or whatever. Languages where people don't necessarily speak English all the time.
From Duolingo. I started doing English from German, and then I just became very insecure about my own English because I kept getting answers wrong because I didn't know the difference between swam and swamp. I was like, wait, those two words. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a difference between swam and swum?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Actually, swum just sounds made up.
I know. It just kind of makes you doubt your entire knowledge. It's like, am I really a native speaker of English?
I think the actual word is geswimpt, right?
Geswimpt.
No, I swam. I swam across the lake. Not I swum across. Yeah. See, swum just doesn't sound real.
I feel like is it more of a British English thing, swum, do you think? Because I've definitely heard that.
Yeah.
Is it like...
It must be a British thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Because I looked up the difference between swam and swung at the time, and I just couldn't find a very good answer, but maybe I'm just not very good at Google.
Maybe it is just a...
I'm trying to think of a sentence. My understanding is like you would say, and this could be completely wrong, I just want to clarify. Like, you would say he swam a long distance, but is it for plural, for swum?
They swam. No, see, I would still say they swam a long distance, not they swum.
I'm gonna check the dictionary.
I don't know. It's a big thing. If anyone knows the answer, or knows who might know the answer.
We're gonna find out right now, guys.
I think Duolingo is just messing with us.
No, exactly. The Duolingo owl is just evil. Everyone's established this by now. Oh.
Also, someone in the chat just asked if we could play Fortnite. Are you ready, Epic Gamers?
You think we've got computers that can do Fortnite?
I have never played Fortnite, and I wish to keep it that way.
So let's have a look for swum. I'm actually looking in the actual dictionary.
Actually
doing it.
Actually.
Oh my god.
Oh, an actual physical dictionary.
Right, I can't talk about this on stream, but I'm going to send that to you. I did not know that was a word already. Like, this was printed in the 60s, so...
Alright.
Focus. There is a modern word in here that's a bit too
This is like a great way to end the stream, is by finding out the difference between swam and swum.
Oh, yeah.
So some people are saying in the chat that swam is the simple present tense of the word. Swim, which simply means to traverse or move through body without water. Swum is known to be the past participle of the word swim. It has the same meaning as the root, but different tenses. Someone else has said swum is the past participle form, and the past participle form is used in the present perfect tense or past perfect tense.
Right, you see, that does make perfect sense.
I'm glad you got sense out of that, because that just sounded like gibberish to me.
The only issue is, looking in... So this is printed, I want to say, this is like the 60s, 70s, this Collins English. It does say... It does list swum as the verb form for it, but it's... Yeah, it does not... It doesn't give an example with swum in it, which is annoying, because I know if I try and give one, it will be wrong.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat said, I already swum today. Would be good. But see,
Yeah.
I would never say that. I would say I already swam today.
I feel like it's one of those things where people will, even if that is technically grammatically correct, people just ignore that because swum is not a particularly common word.
It's kind of like how hanged is technically the correct tense.
That was
Past
the
tense
example
of
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Hung
and hanged.
is just much more widely used.
Yeah,
It has to be conjugated with to have.
Yeah.
So they
so
had swum. They swam. They swam. They had swum.
So
I already had swam today.
So
I already had
that-
swum today.
So that was the reverse of what I said at the beginning, which is I thought it was I had swam was the correct one, I think is what I said to begin with. So I was wrong.
So we need to learn our English tenses, basically.
Nah, German's more
Nah.
interesting. Who needs to learn English?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Language
I
is
feel like
constantly
in terms of the words to describe different bits, even though I can use English grammar better, I know more in terms of structural rules about German grammar.
Well, I think that's the thing. It's like we just have that sort of. There's something.
You just know it without thinking
you know
about it.
And I feel like that sort of drives confidence and that sort of thing as well. I don't know. It's not like I'm a psychology student or something. I should know this.
All right. So, is there anything we need to say to wrap up, or
Shall we plug ourselves again? That was quite fun.
there was a link in the description of the original thing to you guys, your channels, but I don't think there is in this attempt 3.
I can grab my channel like real fast.
Yeah, sure. I will grab. If I grab mine.
Byron's very near 100 subscribers. Mythology's just made it over 500, and it's now shooting for 1,000.
Hey. Big leagues.
Big leagues.
So, apologies for more self-promotion, but if you enjoyed that Still Yaga video, go to that link in the live chat for more me. I cover all sorts of... More me. I mean, you know, if you...
Who wouldn't want more you?
Well... if you've enjoyed the last 3 hours of me interrupting Jasmine and Mythology Guy, you will love my channel. It has got the best history. I cover everything from like banned books to Christmas and the history of Christmas or whatever. I will do basically anything in my quest to teach people silly things in a silly way. So yeah, that's me. I'm going to shut up now.
It's time for the Mythology Guy plug.
Yes.
Yes.
Bad boy.
I am Mythology Guy. Take a wild guess what I talk about. Mythology, religion, and history of both, that sort of thing. I also dabble in a little fictional world stuff like The Witcher and Dragon Ball and Skyrim and more. So subscribe if you want to see more. And I'm gonna have a big video out. Absolutely this month, but ideally within the next 2 weeks. So
nice. I'm
stay
excited.
tuned.
Hyped. So yes, it's gonna be good.
There's a question in the chat. Do you speak Russian? I don't speak Russian.
Now I know Alicia, I think, asked us this on the Shoulder Gang channel. Not really, no. I know like a few words. I know the Cyrillic alphabet. I've had to do a fair amount of reading for that. I wouldn't really say I could speak Russian in any particularly great way. I know, like, some words, but I couldn't really have a proper conversation. In the future, that might change, folks. I do enjoy Russia, like Russian culture and that sort of thing. Big fan of Kino.
Thank you, Sam, for subscribing.
Ooh.
Hey. Yeah. All right. So. Oh, I can see. Ah.
Ooh, let's see.
I think.
Oh, my phone has died.
I think. Oh, that might be a sign that we should yeet from the internet.
Yeet from the internet.
Also,
Oh,
if
no.
you're not already subscribed to my channel, but you're here for some reason, you can subscribe. Yeah, feel like that's it. It never feels like the right way to end. You just be like, goodbye.
No.
I always say it then. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your friends.
Everyone stay safe in quarantine.
Yes,
And,
Yes.
take care.
I've just switched this
Bye.
back to the Squidward. Right. See you later, everyone.